Hey, so I always take a second to remember these are going up on YouTube and there's going to be a moment where no one shows up. So this is Easter, so it's possible we might not have a lot of participants today, but maybe people will surprise me. Maybe people are raring to go for channeled answers on live here. Let's pull a collective card, shall we? For the, I'm hearing hope as a message in general. Hope for people watching this on YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of hope coming. There's a lot of hope for you now. For some of you, yeah. But there's a lot of hope coming. I think there's like a here comes the sun kind of coming. I'm hearing the here comes the sun, da 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 da. So I'd hold faith. I'd hold out hope, I guess is the term. As far as a card, what would be this one? Okay, Archangel Gaia. Hey, just another guy, 83. Oh, and he's gone. How's it going? If you're still here, how's it going? Yeah, I guess the regulars are doing Easter morning stuff. But Archangel Gaia is the card here. Create a solid spiritual foundation. Be in service to the planet. Hey, funny Lana, how's it going? How are you doing? Oh, who's here? T Sloan 53. How's it going? It's Vilopian 2018. How's it going? I feel like people are just kind of like dropping in and out right now until the regulars show up. Oh, hey, how's it going? I know you. How are you doing today? Happy Easter. Galaxy Gamer 383, how's it going? Hey, I'm doing pretty well today. I'm doing pretty well. It's yeah, I'm feeling pretty tired, but I'm doing pretty well. And there's a robin over there. That's a sign for anyone. Yeah, no sweat. Happy Easter, Hamburger. Yeah, I figured people would be a little bit like not inclined to be hanging out live with me because of Easter, so I'm not expecting much today. but good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. How's everyone's Easter going so far? How's everyone's Easter going so far? Yeah, for you, you know, there was kind of like a general message, but I'm getting the same message for you, Huge Bidonkers, is that there's a lot of hope coming for you. So, that's coming soon. Like, I want to say, like, perhaps pre-summer, summer, but I think there's just going to be a lot of, like, good news, good faith. It's kind of a weird message, but that's what I'm getting. So, kind of general. But, yeah, I'd say, let's pull a card for you, too. Archangel Uriel, it's time to let go, prepare for change. Yeah, so I feel like change is imminent, but I feel like change is always imminent for a lot of people. So like right now, so, but I do feel like there's like hope coming. So that's kind of a general message, but I hope that helps for you right now. Oh, and they want to say you're on the right track too, which is good. I like when that message comes through for people. So that's what's coming through for you. Anything else? Anything new? Let's see, anything else for Thomas? No, that's pretty much it. That's it for now. I'm sure there's more they could delve into, but I think if you have to go to church. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anime yourself, how's it going? How's your Easter morning going, guys? I don't know who's all hanging out right now, but yeah, we are just getting the ball rolling with the channeled readings here. What's up? Woo, Emily Serenius. I feel like I'm blocking myself with my gift spiritual business. I feel so stagnant. Any advice? Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm hearing first off is take a big step back. Oh my gosh, we're pulling a card. Archangel Uriel, learn from your challenges, relax and trust. And they're kind of like pointing towards the second part, which is like relax and trust. I think like, what I'm hearing is there's a change that needs to happen. And can we get more info on that? Yeah, there's like some internal stuff that needs to shift, and you might be like saying, obviously, I feel blocked. And yeah, like what I'm seeing is, I feel like you're clearing a lot. I think I'd look into like maybe working on your solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakras. But they also want to say you're upgrading now too. So I'd say like, well, what about the stagnancy? I think you just need to shift, and that's like a weird message, and I hope that's helpful for you. But I got this image, and it was like it was almost like you, but it was like stuff getting like scooped out of you. So I don't know if you feel like you need some heart chakra healing, but I keep hearing heart chakra healing, so that might be a good idea for you. But I think is she gonna get it? I feel like you're gonna feel a bit better in a month, Emily Serenius. And I know no one wants to like wait for that, but I think it's like that doesn't mean don't keep trying to make progress. I think but don't be afraid to switch it up outside of you too, like in your external world. Because I think that will help you release. That's a weird message. Like how like try different things like in your practice, in your spiritual business. I don't know how much, I don't know exactly what you do, or like if you could switch it up more, but I would try to switch it up just a little bit. Like what else can you incorporate like to feel like just a little bit of renewal? Or I feel like the change is coming that's going to help you. And I feel like that's like, I do feel like that's next month. I hope that helps, Emily. If you have anything more specific, please like let me know. Faye Dennison, hey, good morning. How are you doing? Emily Serenius, let me know if you need anything more specific. I think you're gonna be okay. But is there anything in particular she can do to unblock herself and her giftless business? So, okay, Emily Serenius, one last thing that I'm hearing is like, I don't know if you felt like you've done this or needed to do this lately, but something about like letting it all out. And that could be in like journal, like let it all on the page, and that could just be like emotional release, but in some way, shape, or form or capacity, just like let it all out, because it is going to be okay. Or your gifts, you're not going to be blocked forever. I hope that helps. I hope that brought some sort of clarity. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Claudia Barrios, how are you, Brandon? Hi, Claudia. First of all, thank you for the gifts in the fire, Claudia. I really appreciate it. I'm doing pretty well. Excuse me, I'm burping. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm feeling a little tired, but I'm doing pretty well overall. I'm happy Easter. Marcelino Jorge followed the horse. Thanks for the follow. Marcus McPherson 0. Very hung over peace and love. Ooh. Kylie Day, good morning. You were on my For You page. Hey, good morning. How are you doing? I'm glad to see I made it to your For You page. They want me to show you guys the card. It's Archangel Hope, and it's look for a cosmic gift. Remember, you deserve it. So I feel like gifts are on the way for like all of you. I feel like that's like a collective message really quickly. So happy Easter. There's Archangel Hope is here to shine and bring you gifts and stuff. Well, I'm glad you're good, Kylie Day. I'm doing pretty well. I'm hanging in there. Not bad. I feel like feeling a little tired, but pretty good. Claudia Barrios, you have the same deck. It's Barrios. It's a good deck. It's a sweet. It's nice just to have a bunch of archangels at hand here, just to pull cards with and stuff. Pat's fan 83. Good morning and happy Easter. First time catching a live. Good morning. Happy Easter to you too, and welcome to the first live. That's awesome. Kesha 3691. Happy Easter, love. Happy Easter to you too. How are you guys doing? Okay. No 96. Hi, I just went through a breakup, feeling low. I wish I could know if it was the right decision. Was it the right? Yes. Instantly my guts are like, yep. My body pendulum's going, yes. So it was the right decision. I'm hearing it was a hard choice. Maybe it wasn't a hard choice, but I just heard hard choice. And I'm hearing hope is on the horizon. I think there's more clarity coming that it was the right choice for you. I think better is on its way, but definitely be patient for that. And what's the careful for? Yeah, and be gentle with yourself. I think I feel like you'll know it was the right move soon. I hope that helps. But that's what I'm getting. I hope that helps you. Wolfie19, happy Easter. Happy Easter. How are you doing? At work? Awesome. Don't let them... Well, hopefully they're chill with you just hanging out in the live while you're at work. I hope you're having a good day at work. No, 96, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Frank Steckler, how's it going? Ooh. M3 line, how's it going? I miss you too, cousin. I miss you too. Yeah, I know it's you, Charlie. I know it's you. Good to see you here. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, guys, or I can just pull some general messages. Hi, how are you doing? Best of the best. Good to see you here. How's it going? What's the best way to ask for any sort of message? So is this like ask me for a message, or ask like how you can start getting messages? Happy Easter, best of the Beth. Marcus McPherson. I mean, I can get you a message now, and then if you wanted to know how you could start getting messages, you can just clarify that. We're gonna be here. Okay. So Marcus McPherson. I would be gentle with yourself, is what I'm hearing, Marcus McPherson, and that might be okay. Archangel Dorinka, hone your psychic abilities and see through illusion. Yeah. So let's see. They're pointing my attention to the bats. So what's the bat significance? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this, I hope this resonates, Marcus McPherson, but they're saying it's time for self-healing. I think it's time to kind of go on like an inner journey and like, this is a weird message, but remove some obstacles within yourself or any like impediments you might be feeling towards either like walking away from certain things or walking towards what you want is what I'm hearing. That feels like an interesting message, but they're like, other than that, you're doing pretty all right. I don't know. Hopefully that's that's what you were asking for. Let's see. Yeah, but anything else? Okay, I think that's pretty good. If you have any other specific questions, just let me know. Just post another comment. Kesha3691. I work in a behavior home. They are looking at SpongeBob. Awesome. Thanks for the presents, Claudia. I really appreciate it. Right on. Cool. I mean, that's pretty chill. You know what? I used to love SpongeBob. SpongeBob was a good time. Future Flowers Glass. Do you have any guidance on strengthening my connection with my guides? Yeah. So I have a few resources for you. One, I have a book I channeled on that topic. It's Spirit Guides, Angels, and Speaking with Source. And I have it right here. It's in the link in my bio, the link tree. I think it's like the second link down. But that has a lot of information on that topic. I mean, even just like you asking the question is setting that intention. But don't be afraid to like I don't know if you've tried this yet. You might not have, but like try manifesting it. Like literally just like ask for a stronger connection with your guides, with Source, with your divine guidance, if that makes sense. Because you can just ask and you will receive. And that's another way to start strengthening it. But another way, let's see what else they want to bring through for you specifically right now. Okay, another course they want me to steer you towards is, I don't know if you know Lee Harris. He's a channeler. He's fantastic. But he has a course, no affiliation, by the way. He has a course called How to Channel and Why. It's like $26, I want to say, if not, maybe like 30. I don't know exactly how much it is, but it's on his website, leeharrisenergy.com. But that's another good way to just kind of look into that and kind of get some more information and kind of just get in tune with that frequency, if that makes sense. But anything more specific for you besides those resources? One thing that comes through a lot and is coming through for you as well for people who want to strengthen their gifts is practicing tarot. Why? And it can be oracle cards too, because it's just a way to start like opening the door, and it's all for the highest good. And of course, set your intentions. If you're ever worried about it, I have to connect only with what's of the highest light, highest wisdom, highest love, and for the highest greatest good, and receive the highest and best accurate information that's for the highest good. Something like that. And it's a way to start practicing. It's like a kickstart to getting messages, if that makes sense. Like I'll look at a card and my guides will say like, da 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 da, it means this. I'm like, okay. And then I'll give that message. So it might be a bit of a process, and it does take practice, and sometimes it takes time to unfold, but like the more you keep showing up, the more opportunities you have to like hone that in and to like strengthen that connection, and like then the more permanent and strong it remains, if that makes sense. I hope that helps. Future Flowers Glass. M3 line, how to get messages. Marcus McPherson, that resonated. Awesome, you're welcome. M3 line. So I'm so sorry. M3 line. If I'm not like pronouncing that right, if it's supposed to be like Emmeline or Emmeline, and I'm just like M3 line. Sorry, but how to get messages? Yeah, just ask. You can just, if you have a question, you can just post it in the comments. If you're like asking how to get messages for yourself, Dreamer Guides. We can talk about that too. Claudia Barrios, any messages for Claudia Barrios? Sorry, I'm not pronouncing your name right half the time, and I apologize, Claudia. Messages from for you. Right now, they're saying stay the course. They're saying you're on a good track, so that's good. But what would be this is, I think, was this you that this came through in an earlier live or someone else? But they're saying like it might be a good idea to start playing with like WANDS wands, and like there's some really cool ones like Seeds of Light, I think is the company, and they have a bunch of like Archangel wands, like Archangel Raphael wand and Archangel Michael wand. I don't know if you have wands, but they're saying for some reason they want to talk about playing with wands. And they're just saying like kickstart some magic, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if like you have crystals or do you have crystals? Yeah, it's I have a lot of wands. I really enjoy them. Let's see what else. Yeah, they're saying you're magical, and do you realize that? I think there's something, at least something there. But yeah, you're magical. And the as much as you can do to get into like a magical state, the better. And what kind of magic? Any kinds. I feel like it's just the intention of getting into a magical state, and that could be whatever that means to you, and however that resonates, I would do that, because I think that's a good plan for you, just to kind of unleash your magic and feel more magical in the world, if that makes sense. Anything else for Claudia? I'm gonna pull a card. Archangel Uriel, come into harmony and balance. Use your power for peace. So, yeah, we have Hawk, and on that magical note, they pointed me to the hawk, and they're like, fly high. So, fly high. Whatever that means to you in this moment. If something's like kind of hitting you, and like you have an idea, or something's popping into your head when I say fly high, it's probably that. That sometimes intuitive messages show up that way. So I hope that helps, Claudia. Let me know if there's anything more specific you want me to hit on, but I think that's stepping into your magic, and is a good thing, and that could even just mean like synchronicity. I always find like synchronicity is very magical. Tracy, hey, how's it going, Tracy? Tracy MN Massive Mom, what do my spirit guides want me to know? Oh my gosh, we are just they just pulled that right up. Claudia, thanks for the presents, I really appreciate it. Archangel Butialil, be interdependent, expand your horizons. Expansion's the word they're pointing me to, and like that's third eye. So I'm hearing your third eye is expanding. I feel like if you don't already feel like you get intuitive messages, they're gonna start coming like faster. So I'm hearing like rapido, and I don't know why they like to talk in Spanish sometimes, but they do. To me, yeah, and you know what? They keep they're really pointing my eyes towards this Merkaba pendant. It's the Star of David Merkaba. I think it's more supposed to be like a Merkaba in this instance. So if you haven't done any type of like Merkaba exercises or activations or meditations, I would look some up online. There's one it's Brian Besco, twistedsage.com is kind of, if you look that up in like Merkaba meditation, it should pop up. But that's a good one, I think, to activate your Merkaba. Anything else? I'm hearing like you're coming into balance, like they were like you're balanced / you're coming into balance. So I think like I feel like if you haven't felt very balanced lately, you're gonna be balanced soon, or hold on. But in general, I feel like you're a balanced individual. I hope that. Anything else for Tracy? Yeah, if anything's going on in your life, they want to say you got this. So I hope that helps. You got this. Smello1206. Good morning. How are you doing? I felt chills when you said bats. I'm working on a big project with bats. That's so crazy. That makes sense because they like once I pulled that card and they were like bats, bats, bats. I'm like, okay, I'll talk about the bats. That's cool though. That's cool. What project? I'm curious about that. Excuse me. Kylie Day. I have 4 younger siblings and they watch SpongeBob all the time. Man, I want to say I would like love to sit down and watch SpongeBob again, but I feel like I did, like, I think it was on TV at one point and I was sitting there, I'm like, I do and I don't appreciate this more as an adult, because like at some point I'm like, oh, I kind of see how my mom found some of this annoying, but I was like, but I also really, really loved, I have like a ton of great memories with SpongeBob and loved a lot of the moments from those shows. Sorry. That wasn't channeled. Best of the Beth. Hope you're doing well. Are there any messages for me today? Oh my gosh. Archangel Faith. With faith, you are invincible. Believe in your... So when I'm surprised when the cards come up, it's because they channel that motion through me. So I don't even know what card I pulled. They just shoved this in the camera. Archangel Faith. With faith, you are invincible. Believe in yourself. So they showed like this, like the Archangel like banging her shield against the staff and pretty like a warrior, and they're saying you're protected. So I have faith in that and have faith in life in general, because I'm hearing it's leading to a good place for you. And I feel like you know that. I feel like you have a lot of deep knowing. Best of the Beth is what they're saying. And weird message, because like my eye got drawn to this like flame light. It's like a flame at the top of the staff. That's good. And they were saying something like, hold on. Yeah, don't be afraid to light your inner flame, if that makes sense. Find things you're passionate about and resonate with. And I'm dropping cards and throwing them now. Don't be afraid to be you either, as a message that they just said. But they're also saying you're on fire. So I think, and there's a lot of good coming your way. They want to say, like, I'm hearing next couple months. So be open to that is what I'm hearing, or like keep an open mind about what that looks. No, sorry. Be open to that is what they're saying. I think you know though. I think, and then I have this card flipped open, and there's like the dove with the twig, and I just hear that symbolizes grace for me. So I think like, and that's for a lot of the people here. Actually, I think a lot of grace is like on the rise, and that's internal, but as well as I think the world around us too. Not to cut into Best of the Beth's reading here. Anything else for Best of the Beth? Oh, like, no, I think that's good. Like, nope, she got this. Cool. I hope that helps, Best of the Beth. I hope that resonates. Positivity and peace. My daughter is on vacay 12 hours with X and fighting. Does Spirit seeing her okay for the next week? Yes and no. Hold on. Daughter is on vacay 12 hours with X and fighting. So they're 12 hours in and they're fighting. Does Spirit see her doing? She'll be fine overall. Might not be the most fun, but she'll survive. Anything else? They're like, tell her not to worry so much. And that's you, positivity and peace. They're like, tell her not to worry so much. So don't worry so much. But I know it's hard when it's your daughter and you care. But and grace is, the grace bird's popping out again. The dove is here. So, and then relax and trust is also a message on this card. But they're saying your daughter will be fine. I hope that helps. Oh, got a message. Okay, cool. I hope that helps, positivity and peace. And if I didn't, yeah, just let me know if you have any other specific questions. Orion42, I just ordered my first deck. Congrats, that's awesome. I hope it is awesome. My guys are like, and many more, so you might end up with a lot more decks, and that happens because that just happens. I think I realized at one point decks were only like $20 or so, and sometimes a little cheaper, sometimes a little more. And ever since I realized that, I'm like, oh, why not? It's just $20. And then like next month, oh, why not? It's just $20. And then the next month, it's like, oh, it's like $20. And then it's like you just have this like stack of decks. I don't know. Sorry, that's a personal story. Hula hoo. Happy Easter. Wondering if my cousin will heal and be happy in this lifetime. I get yes. But I'm hearing, I don't know what the context is, but I did hear a long, bumpy road, so, but they will be better, is what I'm hearing. Happy Easter, by the way, yeah. And like, you know, don't be afraid to like, I don't know how close you are with them or like what the relationship's like, but don't be afraid to reach out and like offer some comfort and support. I think, I'm hearing like they're going to be okay. It's just going to be a long like recovery or something like that, like a long, but, overall, yes, I think high probability, high chances, just, especially with the happiness portion. Will they heal? Yeah. I mean, overall, yes. So I think that answered it. I hope that helps. Whew, enemy yourself. I feel like I'd be able to hear my guides, but I don't know how to ask them to speak in my mind or hear them. Yeah. It's like one of those things you kind of have to experience to get. So I think like I would literally write that down. You're like, you know, universe, spirit guides, angels, source. I would love to have this experience. And you can, they're saying you can have that experience. But be patient with it, because it's like it can take some time to really get it honed in, is what they're saying. And oh shoot, sorry. I hurt my wrist earlier, so I have to be careful how I move that. Yeah, literally write that down and like manifest it and just let. They already know that's what you want. I think it's just like the right circumstances are aligning where you start having that experience. Are you already hearing from your guides like that? Not so much. Just like pay attention to like your. Hold on. Pay attention to your thoughts and just kind of like what's coming to you and how it's coming to you. And just look out for anything that feels like it's not coming from you, if that makes sense. Because it is coming. Yeah, write that intention down, and it's so interesting to try and like explain it to people. That's something that's been popping up for me lately, is people ask me questions about what it's like, and it's hard to explain if you haven't like gone through it. But once you experience it, you're like, oh, that's what getting a message is like. And then like that's like you can kind of start to take the training wheels off, because you start getting messages, and when you start getting messages, you can start knowing how to get more messages. Does that make sense? But write that down, set that intention down, and like maybe even try practicing with automatic writing, because I think automatic writing gets misconstrued a little bit. Because when I automatic write, sometimes it is them literally writing it through me, but sometimes they are literally just telling me the words, or like acting it out in different visuals while telling me the words while I'm writing. So it's like automatic writing can just be them writing it through you. I know I'm dragging on a little bit, sorry guys, but it can also be them telling you the words while you write that down. So I would maybe practice automatic writing, and don't get frustrated right away if you don't feel like it's happening, because it will, is what I'm hearing, especially as you like keep going. I hope that helps, because you can channel. That's what they keep saying. I think I've said that to you before too. I hope that helps, and I hope that helps. Knee Pats fan. Oh, New England Pats fan. Okay, that makes so much more sense. New England Pats fan 83. I want to start shadow work, but struggling with finding the right book. Do spirits? Let's see what the angels have to say for you. Right book for shadow work. All right, so I swear I don't do this because I want to. It's usually my guides like saying it through me. So if it seems like I'm repeating some of the same names, it's because I'm guided to. But they want to refer you to Lee Harris for some reason, and like, okay, but what course? So he has a book. So this isn't specifically about shadow work, but he has a book called Energy Speaks, and maybe look into that and see if it feels right to you. It's kind of like a book that compiles a lot of his channelings over the years, and really good book actually. I'll sit with it if I feel like I'll just like need to see something. I'll just flip it open to a page and read it and see what's there for me. But I think the reason they recommend that one, it's not specifically about shadow work, but a lot of it is about working through past things and like kind of alchemizing past experiences, and like doing some energy work and different visualizations to move old energies, or to just like to heal, if that makes sense, and release. And I guess that's kind of the point of what people, is that really shadow work? because like it isn't like specifically calling it shadow work, but that's kind of the work that you're looking for, right? Like you're looking to release some of the old, you're looking to kind of like undo some old patterns, you're looking to increase your awareness of yourself and see like what needs to change. And so I think that's why they're recommending Lee Harris, because I think it's like it's a gentle way to go about it, if that makes sense. And I really don't feel like, I mean, yeah, you have to come back to yourself and focus on your own intuition, but I don't feel like he's someone that would ever steer anyone wrong per se with his teachings. Does that make sense? Anything more specific? But they're like, if you want to look up some of the more old-fashioned, like, witchy ways, you can look it up on YouTube. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I would look into Lee Harris and some of his work if you haven't yet. Energy Speaks as a book is great. And there might be like one of his online courses or two you're drawn to. He does like a course like called Rebirth every year at the beginning of the year that I tend to be guided to go towards, and I've done that for the past like 3 years, but it's usually just because I'm guided to. But I don't know. I would check out some of his work and see if that helps. Future Flowers Glass, amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. Starseed, may I please ask you? So I'm guessing you want a message, Starseed. What does Starseed need to hear? I don't always like saying these things, but there's for you, Starseed, they're like, it'd be good if I think inner work and working on yourself is a good idea right now for you, and I think you already know that. Okay, weirdly, what they're saying actually is like, I think you're ready, but what they're saying is like anything you can do to start getting messages for yourself, I would start doing that, whether that's pulling cards or anything. And I hope that's not frustrating for you to hear. I know it takes practice, but you can do it. Let's see what else more specifically. A weird message. They're saying all you have to do is ask, and what is that about? And that could be like manifesting. It could be about like expanding your gifts if that's what you want to do, or bringing new things into your life. Because really, in my experience, it's ask and you will receive. So like it's a long story about how I got to that understanding for manifestation, but it works. But essentially, like you could literally say it aloud. You could write it down like, universe, I am asking for this, or universe, I'm asking for more peace, please. And I'll say it, and there's the cough. I'll feel like the energy shift. I'll feel kind of some things shifting. And sometimes, depending on where you're at and what the manifestation is, sometimes if there's stuff that you need to clear, that needs to move out of the way, once you ask, like that stuff will be like kind of brought up for you to move through more quickly to help that manifestation come in, or to make room for that. Does that make sense? Anything else for Starseed? They're like, oh, you're gold. So you're not me, you. I mean, yes, maybe me too, but you. That was for you. You're gold. And they want to say keep working on you because you're doing a great job. Yeah. Anything else? Oh, you're really cool. They're saying you're really cool. So stay cool. Anything else? And feel free to buy more crystals. They're like, buy more crystals. I'm like, okay. So I don't think that's a message that's ever ill received. So if you have crystals, buy more. If you don't, I would definitely buy them. Claudio Barrios, I hope that helps. Claudio Barrios 33, thank you. I do see during my meditation a wand with star. Oh, that's awesome. That's interesting. I wonder what would happen if like you, like in your mind's eye, you tried like grabbing that wand in a meditation, like see, like if you could like grab the wand and like do something with it. I don't know. Maybe there's something for you there, but that's cool. You're welcome. Positivity and peace. Does Spirit have any guidance for my daughter? Does Spirit have words of wisdom for her in general? I'm going to pull a card. Whoop, that's the one. Archangel Gaia, create a solid spiritual foundation, be in service to the planet. So let's see. So what they're saying is like your daughter has everything she needs to move forward, but in what area of life? Like they're like just in general. But any other words of wisdom? Let's see. I guess the other message is like, don't get too caught up on people. That's for her, your daughter. Don't get too caught up on people, places, or things. It's like, it's more about the experience and the energy, if that makes sense. And weirdly enough, they're saying like asking for the right energies brings about the experiences you want, if that makes sense. So So I don't know where your daughter is with like manifesting or any type of work like that, but what they're saying is like seek energetic experiences, which is interesting to me. I part of what I feel like that is like sometimes like you'll want a very specific thing or person, but it's like, what are you really looking for? You're looking for the energy or experience that you'll think you'll get by being with that person or getting that thing. So it's like asking for the right energies brings about the right experiences is part of the wisdom they want to bring through. Anything else for her, for like the vacay and the ex and stuff? They're just like, yeah, tell her to move on as much as she can. And I'm guessing from the ex, I don't know what the whole situation is there with the vacay and stuff, but I feel like she's ready for more in general too out of life, if that makes sense. So I would like, if she's into manifesting, I would tell her to start like asking for more, and like, and I'm not usually a big fan of like the, oh, you must be super specific or else kind of, but they are saying something about being specific. I hope that helps. And if she doesn't do manifestation, I would encourage her to start looking into that. Kesha, I hope that helps. I don't know if you need anything more specific, let me know. Kesha 3691. Can I work with tarot or oracle cards would be better for me. Can you ask you guys? Oracle cards for starters. If you're familiar with tarot cards and their meanings, then it's a lot easier to jump into it. The thing is, and I actually just talked to someone about this recently, because it's like a year ago, I would have trouble giving you a good tarot card reading, honestly. Now I could, because I feel like I just got sucked into watching a ton of tarot videos on YouTube and just like by proxy learned all the card meanings. So now I probably could. And I have actually, just because like I'll see it and I kind of know what the card generally means, but my guides will give me a message based off of all that. But oracle cards are easy because it's just like you pull a card and usually the meaning's right there. And you're like, okay, and like you can see how it applies usually. So it's like, even if you're still like working on honing in your gifts or intuition and stuff, it's like usually the meaning's pretty apparent. And it just helps you connect some dots, or if it doesn't make sense right away, it does eventually. So I hope that helps. That was a long-winded way to say that, but Claudia Barrios, wow. Yes. Heck yeah. Hembarga, dancing puts me in a magical state, Claudia. That's good advice. My name is Ashley. Hi, Ashley. I hope my message resonated for you, Ashley. What are gifts and how can you better them? Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, you can feel energies, by the way. And I know, I know you've talked about crystals and getting Libyan desert glass. They're saying again, fluorite, F-L-U-O-R-I-T-E, is a good crystal for you. Particularly purple or rainbow. And rainbow fluorite is usually just like it has like purple, green, and clear, and just other colors in it. Those two varieties would be best for you at the moment. You can get a small tumble for pretty cheap if money's a concern. But that will help you like ramp up the energy sensitivity. I am hearing your third eye is expanding. I think you're going to have a lot more intuitive just like inclinations, if that makes sense. And I'm hearing it's going to be a slow ramp up, but it is like what you're doing to open your third eye is like, it's at least sort of, it's working. It's a process, but it's working, if that makes sense. And I think I feel like you're going to be clearing a lot in the months to come. So like, if things feel heavy at all, like take heart and realize you're actually moving forward. You're not being held back. I don't think things are going to be like super heavy for you. I think it's going to be pretty gentle, but that's just what I'm hearing right now. But yeah, they're like crystal time. So like crystals, you know, like the Spider-Man, it's like the ones with the old ones, like the original Spider-Man movies that came out. And I can't remember the actor's name, but there's that quote where he's like pizza time, and they're like crystal time. So pizza time. I don't know. I would like look into just small tumbles for crystals. I know there were a couple you were looking for, but if you haven't gotten some, I would look into that. Oh, look into sacred geometries too. I think there's something in that for you, like the tree of life, I guess. But I was seeing like more the seed of light or flower of life, seed of life, flower of life. But as far as expanding your gifts, I feel like you're on the right track. It's just like it's like expansion. It's like it can be a bit of a process. So hang in there. I hope that helps. But ramping up your clairsentience is a good idea, and that's just your ability to feel energies is what that is. And you got this. I hope that helps. Claudia, and there's more, by the way. That's not like you're not things. but that's a start. Claudia Barrios, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thanks for the 5 stars emoji. I feel like that's a sign. Smello1206. My name is Samantha. What do my guides want me to know? Oh my gosh. Okay. Archangel Samuel. Choose harmonious responses. Act with wisdom and grace. So, interesting message. They're like, tune into wisdom. Now, what does that mean for you, Samantha? I feel like you have wisdom inside of you. I feel like maybe a lot of people don't see it or acknowledge it, but it's there. And they're like, the more you can bring that out, the better. So what does that mean by you? In a way I can phrase it for you that makes sense for you. I think you got it. If you don't, let me know. I think it's just like, it's like realizing there's a lot of inner wisdom with you, and the more you kind of sit with it and access it and let things, it's almost like meditation where you just kind of like sit and just kind of have your awareness on yourself and let things like rise. I think the more that's going to surface for you, where you're just like, yeah, I guess I do just know things, or I guess I do like have a lot of wisdom. I just think you have an interesting, weird phrase, they're like interesting perspective on things that helps people. I don't know if that makes any sense to you at all, but yeah, they're just like wise soul. Anything else for you for right now? They're like, enjoy your Easter. I'm like, thanks. I guess it's good to have permission from your guides to enjoy Easter, but they want to say you're a bright light too. And if you've been like thinking about, they're like, don't be afraid to jump. So if you've been thinking about jumping at all, like a leap of faith or just taking a leap towards something or jumping into something new, I would do it. Weirdly, they're like, even if that's a relationship, I don't normally say like, yeah, jump into relationships, but I feel like if you're in tune with yourself, you'll know what's right for you. And they did like, I opened this card and there's the scales and they said something about come into balance. I feel like you're on the cusp of coming into balance if you feel like you haven't been in balance, but I feel like you're gonna be a very balanced person in the years to come is what I'm hearing. I hope that helps. I think they're saying you're doing a lot of work and they're showing me like heavy lifting, so it's like, I don't know, they're saying keep it up. I don't know if that's like inner work or, yep, they're like, yeah, that's part of it. Keep it up. I hope that helps, Mello. Hope that resonates. Let me know if you have any other questions. It's Diana. Hey, how's it going, Diana? What do my spirit guides want me to know? Also, hi, hope your day goes super well. Hi. Thank you. I hope it does too, and I hope your day goes really well. Ooh, okay, yep, that's the one. Archangel Bakpi. It is time to fly. Listen to your intuition. And they're saying the second one. So listen to your intuition. I think you're more intuitive than you realize is what they're saying. I don't know if that's come through for you before. But as far as your life in general right now, they're like, the more you can expand your intuition, the better. And they're kind of like talking about bird spirit animals right now. I think they want you to work with bird spirit animals. So if you're seeing recurring birds like woodpecker or like robin, I know like robins are kind of common in the spring, but robin was here and I kept seeing robins, like just a ton of them on the way home today, on the way to my apartment today. And sadly there were like 2 dead ones, and I'd never seen like dead roadkill robins. I'm like, I don't like that. What is that all about? But I don't know why they wanted me to tell you all that, but it wasn't just to make you sad, so I'm sorry if that's like an adverse emotional response, but maybe that's a sign for you on some level. But pay attention to like bird signs of birds and like different birds appearing. Eagle, I'm hearing. I'm also hearing ladybug. That might be a spirit animal for you. That's not a bird per se, but it means good luck and happiness, so that's a good sign. Anything else for Diana? Keep trucking. I think I feel like you know what to do in general, and hopefully you do too. But they're saying you know what to do in general, so keep trucking. I think they're like, you're on the right track. Just open that intuition, and I feel like you know how to, or you have a good inkling on how to go to start. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Diana. Let me know if you need anything else within reason. Just kidding. M3 line. Is there a message I need to know now? Thank you. It's Emmeline. Okay, cool. Okay, he's coming out again. Archangel Samuel. Choose harmonious responses, act with wisdom and grace. And they're pointing me to like the... This is like such a roundabout intuition that they're like pointing me to, but pretty much they want you to know you're protected, and so choose harmonious responses. And like, look at the wings. This is like the second time this came through this live, but they're saying you're on fire, Emmeline. Because like they're like pointing me to the wings, and it's like on fire, and then like they showed me like there's like this sign that they give me, and it's like it's in my mind's eye that they show me, and it's like usually it has to do with like magic and potent magic. It's a long story, but it started with like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell it really quickly because they want me to. But there's this game called Super Smash Bros, and this was like, I used to play this a ton as a kid, and sometimes I still do now, but not as much because I'm busy and have other things I do, and I don't always like the energy of like beat 'em up video games. But there's this scene where like Super Mario has like this like flame in his hand, and he kind of like has it like shining, and he like brings it in front of him. And so now what they do when people have like a potent magic, or they do something like potent, or they're talking to me about that, they'll show that person with like this like blue flame in their hand, like doing that that pose. And but they showed you, but it was like red fire, but there was just like engulfed in fire. Like there was like, it was all like like the angel, like a fiery angel behind you with like a halo. So it's like I feel like there's a lot of potency awakening with you, Emmeline. I don't know if you've been doing any type of inner work or manifestation work or anything like that. I don't know what you've been up to, but I just know you have some potent magic you can awaken if you feel like, whether that resonates or no one's told you that before. That's just what I'm getting. Anything else? They showed the book and they're like, study. I would study metaphysical stuff if you haven't. I don't know where you're at with that journey. You actually might be pretty far along. Weird. I don't know, but there might be a bit more for you to study or uncover. And I would look into, if you haven't looked into manifesting, I would look into it. And like, just start wherever. Like, it could be a law of attraction, it could be anything. And like, a law of attraction isn't what I gravitate towards. I feel like my guides have shown me something a little bit different, but it has its place, and that's what they're saying to tell you. So that's what I'm saying. I hope that I hope that helps. Claudia Barrios, rapido. I know. Tracy, MN, Massive Mom. Thank you, Brandon. You're awesome. Aw, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Lexi Rigsby, you're amazing. I'm sending you healing vibes for this Sunday morning. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I started it just pulled up the comments for me to type a comment, and I don't want to type a comment. I want to talk. You're amazing. Sending you healing vibes for this Sunday morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Emmeline, I ordered your book. I'm really curious to know more about channeling and my abilities. Oh, sweet. Awesome. Yeah. You have a lot, which I guess just came through with what I was just telling you yeah. I feel like you're going to channel really well. And so one thing that they want to tell you, yeah, they're like, yeah, they're potent. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. You might end up starting to get your own symbols as well, like healing symbols. And like, I do talk a little bit about that in the book, but that's something that I've been channeling like a huge variety of healing symbols through for a few years now. And I do teach that as like an energy work modality, but just how you're taught, I don't know. If you start like seeing symbols, I'd start drawing them out, because it was interesting. Because when I started to talk about that you're channeling, I saw a symbol, but that was for me, not you. Sorry, that was one of my symbols for me, not. But they just wanted to. You might start getting symbols, so keep an eye out if you start seeing symbols and stuff. No, that may or may not be after reading that book or before. Carolyn Tiny Perez. Hi there. Me please. Hi, how's it going? So what would be... Archangel Mallory. Remember who you are. Take action when you are ready. I think the take action is what's jumping out at me. And like, there's this key on her like robe with like a heart on it. I don't know if the camera will focus well enough to like... yeah, there it is. You can kind of see it. Thanks, Claudia Barra. I really appreciate all the gifts. Thank you so much. There's a key on her robe, and they're saying you have all you need to move forward. Best of the best. Thanks for the fire. That's awesome. I appreciate it, guys. So take action. It's like you have all you need to get started. If there's like a project you've been looking to start, or like been trying to get ready for, or like looking to move forward with, I would start. I would like give it a jump start, or do what you can if you haven't. And speaking of Grace, so I see the next comment from Best of the Beth is, my middle name is Grace. Thank you. That resonates. First of all, you're welcome. I'm glad that resonates. But speaking of Grace, this card also has the dove, which is like a symbol to me of like grace, or, you know, Holy Spirit. I don't, if you're into the Holy Spirit thing. For me, I think it's semantics. It's like different words for a lot of the same things. Sometimes people seem to have different understandings, but I really feel like you could be like talking about the Holy Spirit while another person's talking about Source, while another person's talking about something else, and it's kind of all pointing in the same direction. But anything else for Carolyn? Yeah, you're blossoming is what I'm hearing. I don't know if that resonates for you. They're saying look out for change, and like don't be afraid to make change, whether it's like a job change or anything else. It depends on where you're at. Don't just like quit your job just because I said that. If you feel good in your job, that doesn't mean like, oh, just go ahead and jump ship because some dude on I trust my channel messages a lot, but also like trust your gut as well in your life. But you're magical as well. They want to say is magical as well, and that's because I had this Sandolphin card, and there's like little like magical sparkles coming off of this flute. So but they're saying don't be afraid to get out there, and that could be whatever that resonates as. Like if you've been in what capacity, I don't know. Don't be afraid if that's dating, if that's work, and if you're taken, obviously, then don't worry about that. But don't be afraid to get out there, Caroline. I hope that helps. Best of the Beth, my middle name. Oh, we just did that. But I'm glad that resonated. Best of the Beth. Positivity and peace. Thank you. You're welcome. I hope that helped. Orion 42. Ha ha ha. I could see that. Thank you. You're welcome. Glad you could see it. John BB 82. Hey buddy. Super happy to see you again. Any messages from me out there? Good to see you too. They're saying time for self-reflection is what I just heard. They want me to show you. The bats are coming through for you too. Last person was working on a bat project. I don't think you're working on a bat project unless you are. Then you are. But they're saying something about self-reflection, inner work is what I'm hearing. I feel like you're doing pretty well in general. Correct me if I'm wrong. But and like I pulled this card and they're pointing me to the flame again, and there's find things that light your passion to flame is a good idea. Anything else channeled for you? I feel like you're on the right track in general. I think I feel like trusting yourself right now is key in general too. Just like if you get a gut feeling, or if you start to feel like, and there's a difference between feeling hesitant and like okay, there's a difference between feeling hesitant in an intuitive way and feeling hesitant in like a mental way, if that makes sense. But really what they're saying is to trust yourself. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Weird message. Don't be afraid to build a new foundation. I don't know if that resonates for where you are at your life. That could be spiritually. I hope that helps, John. I hope you're doing great. Let me know if you need anything more specific messages wise. Positivity and peace. She's on vacay with a narcissist father, and he already lost it. Oh, your ex, not her ex. He already lost it on her. Worried I should pick her up. They're saying not yet. So yeah, sorry. I need to. Maybe I need to check in more on like whose ex is that before I start answering the question. But they're like, it was still on point. I'm like, okay, so that's good. They're like, not yet. It's okay. I feel like she'll call you. Like if she calls you and asks to be picked up, like yeah, I would do it. Or if you get that like, no, I need to go pick her up, I would. I feel like she'll call you and let you know if she really needs that. She's gonna be okay. It might not be the most fun vacay though, unfortunately. But they're saying she can handle it, if that makes sense. Like it might not be fun, but she can hang in there. So I mean, trust your gut too. But if she calls and is like, no, I want out, then you know of the situation, then I would go do that. But is it gonna get better for her on that vacay? A little bit. Yeah, keep an eye on it. Just keep checking in on her. But she'll let you know, is what I'm hearing. Hazel Love 691. Can I have a general love, financial, friendship, relationship with JV? Yeah, let's see. Let's start with love. So here's what they're saying. So the thing with the love with JV, in particular, like they're saying, like give it a rest and kind of come back to it when you feel refreshed, if that makes sense. So I think that's like a take a step back there, and see where he's at. And don't be afraid to look elsewhere either. I don't know where exactly you guys are at. Well, let me check in and just ask where are they at. Yeah, I would start looking elsewhere even. That might not be a bad idea, and just to kind of like see what else is out there, see what else kind of like pulls ya. And you know what? I would also, if you haven't already, I would take a second to kind of write down on a list like what you want in a relationship. Just that, yeah. I would write that down and just kind of like see, and you could like manifest it if you haven't done that already. I think that's a good idea in general. As far as financial, have you considered like even something simple like dog walking or dog sitting on the side? I don't know what you do in general, but something on the side to help boost your finances in the meantime could be a good idea. Anything more particular? I feel like things are going to get better for you on the financial front too. I feel like things are going to ramp up for you one way or another. It is coming, they're saying, but they're like patience is key in the meantime. But I feel like you're going to figure out a way to make some extra money. Friendship, relationship with JV. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, like, you know where the relationship's at. But what I'm hearing is like give them some space a little bit, at least on the romance front. Like let it be a friendship. Don't be afraid to move on, though, is what they're saying right now. I hope that helps. Let's see, anything else? I feel like you're on the right track in general in life. Hazel Love, I feel like you're on the right track in general. And they're saying you're going to be doing pretty well in a year. So yeah, I would, and if you can also put some manifestation oomph behind that and be like, yes, please, yes, please, universe, I would love to be doing well in a year. But that's just what they're saying. So I hope that helps, Hazel Love. I hope that brings some sort of help or clarity. Hula hoo, thank you. You're welcome. Anyway, yourself, that helps. Thank you. You're so welcome. I'm glad it helped. New England Pats Fan 83. Thank you, and all channeling to you for the suggestion. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh yeah, you're welcome. They're welcome. They say you're welcome too. JXX Tarot, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Stephanie, good morning and happy Easter. Good morning and happy Easter to you too. How's our future helicopter pilot doing today on Easter? Not you're your own person. We don't own you. I get really weird about saying things like that. Like, I don't know. Quick side note. This is really dumb. But like, do you ever get weird about how like the English language is like almost not possessive of people, but you always call people like my this, my brother, my friend, and like, you don't own me. I get weird about that. That's just me though. I don't know. Like, so hopefully you don't get weird about that. I'm sure, because I know what people mean. It's more about the energy underneath the words. But I don't know. It's quick side note. Maybe y'all can laugh at that or something. Kit Kat 23992. Does Spirit have anything for you? Well, yes. Okay, we have Archangel Butialil back again. To be interdependent, expand your horizons. They want to point my eyes to the pyramid. And why? Kit Kat 239. Oh, that's. I feel like you're building right now. That's what. So if you feel like you're building, like in life, that could be financial, that could be like a project, that could be a relationship. What is it for you? I feel like it's just in general. I feel like you're building. I would keep building, and don't lose hope. I think there might have been like a lot that's been going on with you, but hold on. What's up, guys? Oh, there's. If you feel like you're building, they're just saying keep building. Anything else? Weird message, but they're like, you're cosmic. because they showed me like that there's a swirl around the head, and they're like, they're cosmic. So you're cosmic, if that makes sense. And don't forget it. Don't forget that there's so much more to you than like the human life, if that makes sense. And you know that probably. I think they're saying you know that. But anything else? They're like, keep building, keep breathing, life gets better is kind of the general message. So like hope will come for you, like hope on the horizon. I feel like things are going to be looking up soon for you. That's what I'm getting right now. Anything else? I hope that helped. I hope that brought you some clarity, or any sort of anything for you. Anything else for you? What would be highest and best for a Kit Kat 23992? I feel like it's kind of what I said, but so let me know if you have anything more specific you want answered. Peony Boy, hey, how's it going? Am I saying that? Peony? Pony? I'm not trying to make fun of your name. I'm literally trying to remember how to say that word. Happy Easter, though. How are you doing? T Bully, good morning. Happy Easter. Good morning. How are you doing? JXX Tarot, did the readings ever apply to you, or was it just for learning purposes? Wait, what's that? What is that in reference to? What is the readings ever apply to you, or was it just for learning purposes? Is that like when you're learning? I'm so sorry. Like sometimes I say things and I come down, and by the time I get to the comments, I don't know what they're referencing, and yeah, my guys are just like asking. So if you have more context for me about this, did the readings ever apply to you, or was it just for learning purposes? Please leave it in the comments, and we'll get to it more in depth. Megan Grace, good to see you again. How are you doing? Megan Grace 444. I'd love any messages about love. I've had trouble dating since my awakening of trusting people. Huh, interesting. Okay, thanks so much. And my visa, if I'm doing the right things to get my American work visa, haha, you're the best. Yeah, I'm getting yes for doing the right thing to get the American work visa. Is there a better option? No. I feel like it's worth giving it a shot. I would do that. As far as love, they're like, the right people are coming, but in the meantime, be patient and do that self-healing thing is literally what I heard. I feel like you will learn to trust again. I think they're like saying, it's like what will help is like as you awaken, you'll become more intuitive. As you become more intuitive, you can see people's motives more quickly and easily. You can like read their energies. You can see if they're a good person in general, and I like that'll help you to trust once you can like feel. And that doesn't mean don't look at their actions, because of course like look at their actions and how they're treating you and people too. But they're like, you're gonna meet the right person. Be patient. But don't be hesitant to work on any self-healing around that area, like love and trust in the meantime. And they're saying something about communication is key. And I don't know if that has to do with the visa or just, I think that's a couple things. Love as well, but is she a good communicator? I feel like in general you're a good communicator, but I don't know, keep working on yourself is kind of the message that's coming through right now, Megan Grace. I hope that like resonates and makes sense. But I feel like the right people will come along that will show you can trust again. And it might take time. It might take some inner work, but that's going to happen for you. Nope, I just lost my place in the comments. Okay. But yeah, you know what? Dating is interesting for me too, now that I've gotten to where I am. Mostly because like I'll look at someone that I think is attractive and I'll be like, oh, should I date them? And my guys are like, no. Like so often. And then like, but there are people that, you know, like the right people show up. As you awaken, like you have so much more opportunity to manifest the right relationships. So you can manifest people you can trust into your life, if that makes sense. Like you can, like your ramp up in vibration starts to attract higher vibrational people, and it starts to, and of course use your discernment on top of that, because you know you still have to like learn to discern all that stuff intuitively. But like I found like the right matches do show up for me, and does it always work out right away? No, but it's like it's very promising when it's like, yo, this person does have good energies. Like when I check in, like it's always a surprise to me. When I'm like, oh, do they have good energies? And I get yes. I'm like, what? Would it be nice good for me to date them? I get yes. I'm like, what? So, like they do exist. I guess is what I want to say. I don't know. I hope that helps. Cloud Romantic. Good morning. Anything important for me today? Thank you so much. I don't know if this resonates for you, but they're like, you've got it figured out for the most part right now. Let's see if there's anything else for you, though. I'm hearing refinement. So, like, you might be entering a period of refinement. It's like you're on the right track, but you're refining, like mostly on the right track maybe, but you're refining things and maybe like tweaking things, and that could be like on a number of levels, if that makes sense. But it's like, don't be afraid to refine and get even clearer on like what you want right now, and don't be afraid to take action too. If there's been like any hopes and dreams that you like, or just like thoughts about like projects, or even just like people you want to move towards, like don't be afraid to take action on that. And if you want to shoot your shot in whatever capacity that resonates. And they're like, fly, soar, be free. And then Archangel Bakfi came here with all the birds and the feathers. So fly, soar, be free. Hope. Archangel Hope with the rainbow. And they're saying gifts imminent for you. So, because on that card it says receive the cosmic gift and know you are worthy of it. So what kind of gift? It's just like gifts in general, like either just like surprises, like you'll see. I hope that makes sense. Lolo is my name. Oh, hey, good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Anything that my guys need me to know? Okay, he's coming out. Archangel Uriel. Enter higher planetary service, be a blazing lights. So what is that all about? I want to talk about ascension. I know I've talked to you a couple times, and I don't know if ascension came up either of them, but they want to talk about ascension right now. Like you're ascending. I feel like you're gonna start moving in a direction where you're more of service. Here we go, and here we go. We have Archangel Michael here, and be true to yourself is on the bottom. So I think that's an important message. What else? I'm hearing something about ego, so let's see what that's about. Come on, guys. It's like, don't be afraid to let ego out of the way. I don't know. If you feel like you're dealing with ego, I don't think anyone likes hearing that message. I don't even like talking about ego because I feel like it gets a little misconstrued sometimes. If you ever feel like you're having an issue with that, I would just be like, okay, ego, thanks so much, but I'm going to ask you to step aside for now, and I really want to be coming from a pure place. I don't know if that's something you feel like you're working through at all, or if you're going through any type of like ego death or anything like that. I don't think that's it. I don't think it's an ego death. It's more just like there might be a lot of work coming up, but just know you're ascending really rapidly, and that might bring some stuff up. But I don't know. I feel like you're also doing pretty well in general. I don't know why I'm not. Usually I feel like I get way more direct things. So let's see what else comes through. You know what? Because it's talking about planetary service, and I pulled this card, and they kept directing my eyes to the Earth. And let's see. Don't be afraid to do things like specifically for the Earth, like for Gaia. Like even if that's just making a change where you're like more eco-friendly, or if you're like literally just praying for the Earth, or just sending healing energies to the Earth, or setting like healing intentions for the Earth, just like the Earth and its denizens. And like, you know what? It could be as simple as like you just taking a second to like say, may all beings be blessed, may the Earth be blessed, and like making that a part of your meditation or your routine. I feel like that for whatever reason, like Earth healing, and like I would look into your Earth Star chakra too. That's popping up too right now, and like I don't know, healing the Earth Star chakra, which is interesting. That's the start. That's the chakra that's like 2 feet below your feet. So look into that. I don't know what's up with that, but even if you're just like look up a Reiki video on YouTube and you're like, all right, I'm asking some of this Reiki to go to my Earth Star chakra. And you know what? Don't be afraid to do any earthing too, like just standing barefoot on the earth. If you don't do that, that can just help with grounding. And you can also work directly with the earth and be like, Gaia, will you please help? You know, you can literally, it's much like you could work with angels or source. You can work with the earth and ask Gaia to do things or help you with things. Like, Gaia, please remove any energies from me that don't serve me, that aren't for my highest good. Or like, Gaia, please send your loving energies up to ground me and balance my chakras, or anchor my connection to the divine, stuff like that. I don't know why, but there's a lot of like earth stuff coming up for you. But the other thing they want to say is you're golden and you're shining. So that's on a positive note there. I hope that helps and brought something good for you. I felt like I was like kind of stumbling through that one, but it is what it is. Stephanique, I hope you're well today, Brandon. Any messages for me? For Stephanique, I'm hearing stay the course right now. I feel like you're rocking it. Hopefully you feel like you're rocking it too, but that's what I'm getting. Sorry, a bunch of birds just like flew in a huge cluster by my car. Let's pull a card. They're like, you don't need one. Okay, so anything for Stephanique. If anything, take a second to rest. If you feel pooped at all or like tired, I take a second to like rest and recover. Journaling's not a bad idea either. And they want to remind you, I don't know if this came through for you earlier, but they want to remind you that you can channel, and that might like be something that like pops up for you in the years to come. I feel like I've told you this before. I feel like this has come through for you. They say like journaling is a good idea, and that comes through for a multitude of people, but for some reason that's a tool that would be helpful. And even if you're just like writing letters to people you're mad at and then burning them and just kind of like releasing the situation to the stars for healing. That's such a weird way that they're bringing that through. But anything else? Yeah, they're saying you could do for some grounding too, which is just like bare feet on the earth and just kind of like getting centered. And like you could even just stand on Gaia and be like, all right, Earth, Gaia, I'm asking you to center me, or something like that. I hope that helps. I hope that brings some good stuff your way. Aurelia, good morning, happy Easter. I saw your text, but I couldn't respond because I was live. So happy Easter. I'll get back to you. CC600. I've had a stressful last 6 months. Are the upcoming months going to be any better? Yes. I think that's like gradual and like slowly it gets better. Like the stress lifts. Let's see what else is coming through. They're like, keep working through it. Like you're getting stronger through it, but things do shift. I feel like summer will be a bit easier. But they're also saying don't be afraid to make any changes you need to make things easier for you, if that makes sense. And I think those are just gonna like pop into your head. You're like, oh, I could do that differently, or oh, I could move, or I don't know if moving something on the agenda, but that's what I'm hearing right now. Anything else about the next few months here? I feel like at least like 2022 is going to be way better for you, if nothing else. That doesn't mean the next few months won't be better. Just, you know, I did want to mention too, because I reference this dude so much, but Lee Harris, he's a channeler, he's cool. He does energy updates monthly, and he did an energy update for April, and that's on YouTube if anyone's interested in it. And like the reason I hesitate to do energy updates are because he does energy updates, and I just like I don't like regurgitating things. So maybe I should just do energy updates earlier, so I'm not like after I hear it and I'm tempted, or like I feel like I need to say the same things. But he had a pretty good thing to say where April is kind of like a lot lighter and brighter energetically than the previous 3 months of 2021, and I feel like that will continue for the most part, like through the summer. That's what I'm getting right now, at least for like everyone here. So hopefully that resonates for you as well, and things just feel lighter. Yida, thanks for sharing the live. Any guidance for you today? They're like, stop and take a breath is what they're saying. That doesn't mean give up for the day, by the way. That's just like just kind of like take a second to chill and collect yourself and kind of gather your thoughts. But they're saying like you're still on the right track in general. They're like, don't forget to rest. So I don't know if you've been like taking that time to rest this April, but that's just a reminder. Anything else? So I'm seeing like birds and sunflowers are like two things that are popping up. I want to see what else that means for you. So bird spirit animals came through earlier for someone here, but they want to mention that again. I guess it's bird spirit animal time. It's like, so I would look, if you see like repeating birds in general for you, I would look that up for like spirit animal wise. I think there's a lot of bird action this spring and summer, spirit animal wise. Anything else? What's this? Sunflowers. For when the sunflowers came up, I was hearing that here comes the sun, da, 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 and which has been very nice. I've been hearing that up for a lot of people in general recently. I feel like things are going to smooth out for you, if that makes sense. I hope that resonates and makes sense. Anything else? I think that's the gist. And they do want to reiterate taking time to rest. You already know. You've already had 2 people tell you that. So so I hope that helps. Lolo is my name. Well, thanks so much for sharing the live. I really hope what I said for you was helpful. Smello1206, thank you. All resonates very much. Perfect. You're welcome. Funny, I have been telling everyone Happy Easter. Heck yeah. Weirdly enough, Smello is an addition. They're like, tell her to take it easy. So take it easy. If you need like a day off, take a day off. Take it easy. Put your feet up. Grab a beer or a lemonade or something. John BB82. Is there any clairs that I should practice more? I have decent intuition. Clairsentience? Yeah, John, any clairs? They're saying clairvoyance for sure. They're like, clairsentience is pretty good. Like clairvoyance for sure, and maybe clairaudience. So like shamanic journeying, like guided meditations, or even like one thing I like to do, and I don't know if is like if you just sit with a card and like let it take you on a journey. I don't know if you've ever tried that, but like I just remember there'd be practitioners, and I'll totally give her a shout out because she is fantastic, Anna Anthony. And if you ever want like a really cool reading, she does amazing oracle card readings and like healing sessions, and her Facebook page is Anna's Synergy Healing. But anyways, she would do this thing where she'd pull cards for me, and I don't know if this happens for everyone, but this is what she would do for me. And she'd go on this card, and it would just take us on this like journey. But you can also do that on your own too. I guess that's where I got a lot of inspiration and jumping off point. But I know I'd sit there and I'd go on this like hour-long meditative journey, and like there'd be like a card with like I have these oracle cards with dragons, and there's one with like a rainbow dragon, and there's a sun, and like I sat with the card, and then like the sun, like there was like a door that opened, and like I ended up going into this door, and like I just went on this whole journey through this like series of dragon oracle cards. But I just try sitting with an oracle card and see if you start getting any like visions or journeys like that. That's my recommendation, I guess. Anything else? They're saying shamanic journeys are huge. If you haven't looked into it, I totally would, and I hope that resonates and helps. But if you're feeling like you should work on clairsentience and your intuition is telling you that, then yeah, add that to the mix. And clairaudience would be good too, but they're just saying like that just comes, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Hope that helps. Shanna Jennifer, hey Shanna, how's it going? Good morning, my friend. So good to see you. Any guidance for me today? Oh, okay. Archangel Sindolphin and Archangel Uriel fell out here too. So trust your own wisdom. Have faith in your psychic impressions. And I'm seeing like, because she has the incense, and like they are showing incense. If you don't light incense, I would, like when you meditate or just to cleanse your space. Like dragon's blood is good, is one I'm hearing right now. I'm seeing the rose. What's up with the rose petals? Weird message, but don't be afraid to be romantic. I have no idea what that applies to. I don't know if you're like... No, that's the message. Don't be afraid to be romantic, or don't be afraid to let romance in, or if you are seeing someone, don't be afraid to be more romantic. I don't know. But, let's see. Do you do music? Archangel Sandolphin is often about music. But they're also showing me like, because there's the mountain in the background, and they're showing me like climbing a mountain. So like, don't be afraid to climb. Like if there's any sort of like project or like difficult journey it feels like you're on, like just keep climbing. I don't think you're on a difficult journey per se, but okay, the gist of the message is, if there's a new endeavor, don't be afraid to do it, if that makes sense. If you feel like there's a new endeavor or something like new to learn, like don't be afraid to climb that mountain, because there's a rewards at the top, and they're showing me like a treasure chest and it's shining and angels are singing, and it's very stereotypical, but that's what I'm seeing. Anything else? I feel like there's a lot that's going to ramp up for you, and like we were just talking about the clairs, but I feel like clairvoyance is going to ramp up for you as well. And like, I don't know if you, like energy sensitivity as well. I guess everyone's just becoming intuitive today. No, but for you too, the John BB and Shanna Jennifer, yeah. And everyone else I've mentioned, yes, don't worry. You guys are awesome too. I guess I feel like I felt this collective, like, when I just said those two. So I'm sorry, guys. I can typically feel you guys in your responses when I'm doing this to some degree. Energetically. Sorry, do you do music, Shanna? Like, don't be afraid to do music if you do music. Don't be afraid to, like, keep doing that. But, they're saying you rock. So, anything else for you? Things are going to ramp up. They're just saying things are going to ramp up. I think that's, like, is that giftedness-wise? It's, like, everything. Things might get a little busy for you soon, is what I'm hearing, too. I hope that helps. I hope that's not too general. I think, like your gifts are going to ramp up, like things are just going to start moving, is what I'm hearing. So I hope that helps. Asked by Christina 848222. Hi, any messages or guidance for you? Let's see. Whoop. Archangel Jophiel. I'm hearing abundance incoming, and because he's this flower he's offering, and for some reason I heard abundance incoming. So abundance incoming, and I'm hearing transformation and increasing magic levels, but I'm also seeing like release the shadow, is what I'm hearing too. If that makes sense, like just any fears or any like toxicity, excuse me, or anything about yourself. Okay, hold on, let me phrase this correctly. Anything about yourself, like, and this is like old things or like things that you're ready to release or let go of, that's for the highest good for you to release and let go of, if that makes sense. I would look into that, because I feel like you're ready for like a new you. I think you're in the midst of like a huge transformation, even on some level. It could be internally, but don't be afraid to let that happen. I think you're on the right track for you. Don't let other people pull you off your path and what's right for you, is what I'm hearing too. And I feel like you know what's right for you, for at least a good amount, and I would trust that. That's on every level, is what I just heard. So yeah, any inner work you can do right now is golden. I think there's gonna be a new you coming, is pretty much what I'm hearing. I hope that helps. Claudia Barrios, I want to thank you again for the secure bag and the presents you sent. That's really cool. M. Brabs, I love your channel. Thank you. I am trying to decide how to improve my psychic ability. Any guidance? Yeah. MZ Thang 3333. Thanks so much for the presents. So a couple things they want me to mention. So I have a book that's channeled, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Speaking with Source, and they want me to read the subtitle, A Channel Guide to Begin Expanding Your Connection and Ability to Speak with and Channel Those of the Highest Light who are here for the highest good, and hone your other gifts as well. So that's a resource for you. It's like $10. It's in my link tree, the second tab down. I'm not making like buku money off of it or anything, because I set my margins really slim, but I was guided to set it at $10, so $10 it is. But that's a resource for you. What else? Yeah, I mean, I always like to refer people. There's another resource. There's a dude named Lee Harris. He channels. He's awesome. He has a course called How to Channel and Why. I think it's like $26. It's on his website, leeharrisenergy.com. I have no affiliation with him. I just have been guided towards his work pretty frequently. But as far as any like other messages specifically for you on how to improve your psychic ability, I feel like it's for you. It's going to improve pretty naturally over time, which is really cool. I think anything you're doing that's intuitively based, keep doing it. And you know what? Because I don't get to refer this guy for everybody, but there's a dude he does this modality called Access Consciousness, and his name is Dr. Dane here. And there's a book that I really like by him is Being You, Changing the World Is Now the Time. But I think something about the access tools for you, access consciousness tools, they call them access tools, would be helpful for you. I use them as I'm guided. I definitely don't take that modality as gospel just because I definitely go with my own intuition. But there might be some tools in there that are helpful for you. And he talks about a ton of those in that book, which is why I talk about it. But he does have a lot of YouTube videos for free as well. But one of the things he talks about for like intuition is like, I'll typically use a body pendulum, like body pendulum, show me yes, show me no. But another tool he talks about is like light versus heavy. Is like, okay, what's true for you feels light, and what's a lie feels heavy. So that's just another layer of intuition you could add into your knowing, if that makes sense, to help you live more intuitively, if that makes sense. But they're saying you're a natural in general. I think, I almost feel like to a degree, like, yeah, any resources you have, like perfect, or anything you feel pulled towards, do it. But you're going to take your own road for the most part. Cause I think the universe has like something to show you that's unique to you, like with how you operate, with your gifts, with how you work, because like you're naturally inclined, and like, don't get pulled too far down other people's paths, because there's like a way that works for you that's different, and that's good. That's not a bad thing. It's just like, it's like you have to know how you work so you can help others, is what I'm getting. I hope that makes any sense to you, Embrebs. I hope that makes sense to you and like it resonates, because I just feel like you have unique gifts. I hope that helps. But I hope those resources at least like jumpstart you on the right path. But again, and like tarot is not a bad idea. I always like to recommend tarot or oracle cards to like practice. And you can either just film yourself doing videos, like you can do it for yourself if you don't want to post. But I just feel like it's a great way to practice, like just working with that energy. I hope that helps. Shannon Jennifer, when are you teaching a class again? I emailed you from your... Yeah, I got your email. I think I emailed you back, but let me know if you didn't get it. I'm gonna set one up pretty soon here. So I'm gonna see with my guides. I could do one late April. I just have to gauge interest, but I also don't mind doing one-on-one classes either, if that's just like you don't want to wait. But if you want a group setting, it'd be over Zoom, of course. And just for anyone else who might be interested, it's Valeumi is the modality I've channeled through. I think I talked about the symbols I was channeling through a little bit earlier for someone else. And I don't have a ton of information out there. Like I talk about it a little bit in this book. Like this is a Valeumi symbol. This is actually Vusta, and what it means is channel prep. And so part of the idea behind this book is like, it's not just words on a page, because it's channeled, and channeled work has a channeled transmission energetically that goes along with it, all for the highest good. It's from source, from the divine. So the concept is like, when you're reading this book, you're also like getting the downloads and activations, etc., from source, from your highest self, essentially, that are highest and best for you. And it's going to be different for each individual in the ways that are highest and best for each. You're getting what you need energetically to start using your gifts and channeling more frequently, and like including the symbol on the book, channel prep, which is, it's pretty much just prepares you to channel, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty much like a channeling symbol to help you. It like just kind of moves maybe beliefs, or just activates in the highest and best ways to help you channel. It's like you're getting that energy of the symbol while you're reading the book, while it's around. So it's like, I just really wanted to make a faceted approach to like, you're getting the words, you're getting the channel transmissions. Like there's there's blessings and intentions for the highest good for you at the end of each chapter. But I have a core class with like 10 symbols that I teach. If anyone's interested, please feel free to just you can just hit the contact in my website and just let me know, and I'll put you on the waiting list, and I'll let you know when we're doing a class. But it's pretty much, the core class is geared towards energy work and working with the symbols, almost like, kind of like Reiki, but it's not Reiki. It's a different modality, but I've had really good feedback, and I should probably put all the feedback and testimonials on my website so people can find it, which would make so much more sense than just like a very brief description. But yeah, I will let you know when I'm doing that. I'm hearing April right now, so maybe 3rd or 4th week of April. I will let you know, because that's pretty soon. That's pretty abrupt, but maybe like 4th week of April. I'll email you soon, Shanna. Thanks for asking. BBDVU. Good morning. Is there any guidance for me today? Feeling discomfort. I don't know if you've ever felt inclined to do Reiki or energy work, but I feel like energy work would be good for you. Like learning Reiki, you could learn online. What's that site called? Udemy has some like pretty decent energy work and Reiki courses, and you can get them on a discount if you don't want to spend a lot of money. But anything else for you? The discomfort will pass is what they're saying. I feel like you're going to be going on a healing journey. And what does that mean? You might have some stuff that comes up for processing, but take heart, because it's like leading you to a better place. You're elevating, and it's like the discomfort won't last. You're really I feel like you're doing what's best for you right now. I don't know what that means, but hopefully you do. They also want to bring through, and this comes through for so many people, but Ganesha loves to jump in. But they're saying like for you, it'd be a good idea to work with Ganesha. And Ganesha is the Hindu god of removing obstacles, if that makes sense. So I would look up Ganesha and like maybe just like invest in like a small Ganesh statue, and you could just look up Ganesh chants on YouTube and listen to them. There's some really cool ones, and it's pretty much just, you're kind of just setting the intention that any obstacles in your life are removed, any like impediments to your happiness are removed, just stuff like that, if that makes sense. And that might ease your journey, if that makes sense, and just I feel like it'd bring more clarity too. I feel like if that helps. I don't know how like in this stuff you are, but that's what I'm getting for you right now. Oh, and you know what? They do have Ganesha Oracle cards. I have no affiliation with any of this stuff, by the way. There's like a Ganesha Oracle card deck that you might want to look into. That might help you if you feel called towards Oracle cards or working with them. Anything else for you? They're saying the discomfort will pass. And weirdly, I feel like Ganesha, for the highest good, is helping you as we speak. So I hope that helps, BB. I keep wanting to say like BBDVU, but BBYDVU. Stephanie, water. Yes, okay. I was just feeling water. I was like, I need water. And I was like, I wonder if someone's just commented water, because I feel like I need water. Stephanie, I can always count on you for the water breaks. I wish I could like... I wish I could give like... You know how you guys give me like the gifts? I wish I could give like you guys awards, and Stephanie could be like water queen or something. Like, I don't know if that... that reminds me of the water goddess Yemaya. So if anyone's interested in Yemaya, after I say Yemaya, I would look up Yemaya. That's Yemaya. Thanks, Stephanie. I want to give you the water award. I don't. Maybe I'll make like a little water trophy and like send it to people or something at some point. People are comfortable with me mailing things. Caroline Tiny Perez. Wow. Thank you. You are the best. You're welcome. I'm really glad that helped. I'm really glad that resonated. Emmeline. Wow. Super interesting story with Super Mario. Relevant to me. Fire 2. Felt like Phoenix lately. Ha! That's probably why they had me tell this story. So thanks for saying that. So I didn't just feel like I just told that whole... I forgot I told that by now, but the thing... It always helps to know that like was relevant to someone, and I didn't just like talk about Super Mario for 5 minutes for no reason. Man, that reminds me of this really hilarious, like, I don't know if you guys remember The Onion, but there was this article. I don't know why they're telling me to talk about this now, but there's this article from The Onion, and it was talking about like there's like a bird playing with a feather. That's really weird. Is it weird that a bird is playing with a feather? I think it's building a nest. Okay, sorry. But, oh my gosh, ADD moment. Sorry. There was this Onion article. Oh my god, story time. Really quick. I'll get back to channeling for you guys, because I know that's why you're here. But, they want me to talk about it. And it was kind of talking about, like, you know how Christians go on, like, missionary trips, and they go out to, like, these, like, literally like, it's pretty much like you're in indigenous tribe territory, like somewhere in the middle of the jungle in South America or something. And like, but instead of Christianity, it was like people, they replaced it with Super Mario. And so they'd be like talking about how they like went to a tribe, like they were like going and like preaching about the Super Mario and all his powers. And then like, they were like, sometimes we found tribes that already had known about the Super Mario and taught us things even we didn't know. It was just like hilarious. I don't know. Sorry, so maybe someone would get a good laugh out of that. I don't know why I'm talking about the Super Mario so much today. Inkings, I hope I didn't like lose anyone's interest, but whatever. Inkingsbury, hi, love your channel. Hi, thanks for letting me know. I really appreciate that. Prince Priestess, hey, I'm having a hard time mentally. Am I on my highest timeline? I get no, but don't sweat. Because, and the advice they are giving to me to give to you is ask the angels to bring you to your highest timeline, or the highest and best timeline for you to be on, or whatever timeline would be for the highest good for you to be on at this moment. And I think that's what I'm hearing for you is gradual upliftment. It's really simple. I like sometimes timelines are weird. I feel like different people talk about timelines and they are talking about like someone saying timelines over here and it's like something totally different than someone who's talking about timelines over here. And then I'm over here like, so what are we talking about, guys? But the advice they channeled through for you was ask the angels to bring you to your highest and best timeline, or the highest and best timeline for you to be on. And it's really simple, guys. If you're ever worried about timelines, you could just be like, I asked to be on my highest and best timeline. Universe, bring me to my highest and best timeline. It's really simple. Just set the intention, meditate on it. There's no wrong way to go about it. It's pretty much just about the intention, and the universe will bring you there. But I'm hearing you're shedding, Prince Priestess. I feel like you're shedding some old patterns and maybe some like thought. I don't like the word thought loops, but I'm hearing thought loops. So, speaking of access consciousness, there is one tool. It's the clearing statement. And if you look up what is the access consciousness clearing statement on like YouTube, it talks more about it. But essentially you could just, if you want the really short version, you could just say like, I pot and pock any thought loops, not for my highest good. I don't think they wanted me to say that. They like want me to talk about it, but not too in depth. So I'm trying to like bring through. What do you want, guys? Yeah, I don't know. I'd look up the access consciousness clearing statement, and it's this whole thing, and it makes no sense because you're like, I uncreate and destroy this thing, right? That's for the highest good for me to destroy. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, boys and beyond. So for instance, the example I do is like, okay, everything not allowing me to channel in the highest and best ways I possibly can, better than ever, I uncreate and destroy. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, boys and beyonds. And I'll cough because I'm clearing. Oh my gosh. And I'll feel, you probably felt that energy shift, anyone paying attention to that. And so if you look up that clearing statement, and like if you ever feel like there's just a lot of stuff and you need to like just something to help give some oomph to clear it, that's another way to go about it. But you can also just be like, angels, please remove anything that's for the highest good to remove. There's a lot of ways to go about things, but I hope that helps and adds a good tool to your tool belt. Prince Priestess, any advice? Okay, yeah, cool. I hope that helped. Let me know if you have any other questions. Black 44 Panther, hey, good to see you again. How are you doing? Astro Cutie 666, good morning. Good morning, good to see you again. John BB 82, that resonates perfectly. I'm working on myself a lot and I'm starting a new foundation in my life. Perfect. There you go. I'm grateful it resonates. Astro Cutie 666, anything I need to know right now? Am I on the right path? Yes. And dealing with the right people? No. So, oops. But like not dealing with the right people for now is part of being on the right path. But you're on the right track to be dealing with the right people. Does that make any sense? You're on the right track in general. I'm hearing something about upliftment. Like you might need some upliftment, or actually what they're saying is like, don't be afraid to uplift others right now. And that's like through encouraging words, just like a kind smile. Just gentle is what I'm hearing. Like be gentle with others. Be gentle on you as well. I think you're shifting right now. You're coming into a higher timeline. Speaking of timelines, we're just going to bring that into the conversation, I guess, here. As far as the right people, if you're gonna there's like distance yourself really slowly. The right people are gonna come who this is interesting. They're kind of going more full channel mode here, who show you the ropes. Hold on. Good morning, happy Easter. This is for Astro Cutie. Yeah, we wanted to say, yes, you are on the right track, but yeah, be wary of some of the people around you. Distance yourself slowly. Just pay attention to their actions and their patterns, for that will tell you more about the people around you than anything else, their words per se. And don't be afraid to look and pay attention to their energies. First impressions energetically. If you intuitively feel or see energies about someone, you can really tell something right off the bat, because otherwise the mask starts to come up a little bit later. But that first impression is something you can really trust about people. So trust what you see when you first see someone, but watch their actions and patterns, because that is what people do to show you where they are at, if that makes sense, and who they are, or at least where they are on their journey. But the right people are coming who will show you the ropes, is what we want to say, and kind of lead you to a new understanding, a new paradigm, and a new you. But of course, that is also part of your inner journey. But we are just letting you know that you are shifting and coming into a new version of yourself. In the summer month is what we want to say. August will see more of a full bloom of your potential, and don't be afraid to carry that into the fall. And this could play out in very subtle ways. It really depends on where you are at with your journey. That is what we want to say to you. So thank you so much for tuning in to this this live, and we are wishing you the best going forward. And the right people will come. We want to reiterate, the right people will come. Pay attention to bluebirds as a sign. That is a sign for you. You could also check that out as a spirit animal, just to see if there are any messages. Yeah, we hope that finds you well. All right, so full channel mode for Astro Cutie. I need to come down for that for a second. Cool, hope that helps. Black 44 Panther. Can I ask if I'm going to have a close bond with a soulmate I recently met, please? I hear close-ish, because they would kind of like, yeah, close-ish. Not distant. Let's see. I'm hearing work in progress. As in the other person might be a work in progress, like they're still working on themselves, they're still like getting there, if that makes sense. But I feel like it can almost to a degree be as close as you want it to be. I hope that makes sense. Like they're saying like it'll be as close as you want, so have at it. Hope that makes any sense to you. And trust yourself in that. Trust yourself, by the way, intuitively in that regarding that connection. Astro Q666, and is there anything or anyone I need to release? Thank you. As far as release, like old patterns and thoughts is what's coming up. People, I hope like I answered it, or my guides answered it with like the people. I think it's just kind of like walking away slowly from certain connections that feel draining, to get more specific. But I feel like in general you're doing pretty well. I hope that resonates. Black 44 Panther. Also, do my guides have any comments on finances? Ooh. I feel like an increase is on the way, but if you're working on something, keep working. Like a project or work in general. If you have a job, I feel like there might be a raise coming at some points, but keep working. That's just what I just heard raise, and like, but you know, it could just be like you have an increased clientele if you have a business and you get a raise. I don't know. Does that make any sense for you in your situation? Because I hope it does. I feel like you're gonna be working if you don't have a job. Let's see. I need to trust myself more on like when I get specific information. Let's see what they say. I think you got it. I hope that helps. But as far as finances, like it does get better, but work hard and prosper. Oh, they're like saying like sell things too. Like that could be as simple as like flipping, like I don't know, like garage sale flipping. Like if you ever heard of Gary Vaynerchuk, he talks about flipping things. Or like just old stuff you have lying around that you're ready to sell. But that might help get started. Weird message, but don't be afraid to invest in crypto if you have any extra cash. But really research it, by the way. Really trust your intuition on that. Prince Priestess, also if you have time, are they saying any specific about area for career? For career, I'm hearing start anew. But something that calls to you. So, because it's like start fresh, start anew, but look for something that resonates, something that like seems at least okay to do and spend your time on, if that makes sense for you. feel like in your heart, you know. That's what I'm hearing right now, is in your heart, you know. I think it's trusting that. I feel like it's also part of it's realizing you can do what you want to do if there's something you want to do specifically, like a hope or dream or ambition. But if it's outside of like your typical like career, get a job, I would start small and build. But that doesn't mean don't get a job in the meantime while you're building. Don't be afraid to do that. But I hope that helped. Let's see what else. Anything more specific? What's up, guys? I kind of feel like you know what you want to do to a degree, and that's I feel like that's why they're having me say that. But I don't know. I'm not getting like a specific area, if that makes sense. I'm not getting a specific like thing, but they're like shouting projects. So I think like if you have any projects you're working on or want to work on, I would start doing that. I think at least as a side hustle is worth doing. I hope that helps. I don't feel like I brought through like anything super specific about area of like career. Okay, any specific area of career that would be for his highest good, or for your highest good, for you to work at. I don't know, they just keep saying you already know, so I hope that helps. I'm so sorry if that doesn't like help. AstroCutie666, what's your favorite manifestation and release method? Man, there's so many. As far as manifestation, it really depends on where I'm at and what I feel called to do. Lately, I've been writing things down, but like really, I feel like it's just ask. I feel like it's any way you feel called to set the intention that works. Anything that resonates with you will work. So, for instance, I'll literally just be like, I want an example of something I actually want to manifest, because I found like when I'm in conversation and give an example, I start to manifest that example. So I'm like, okay, it better be an example. Let's see. Sure, like for example, like if I want, and I already have like a lot of this stuff written down, but it's like if I want true, authentic, amazing, romantic love in my life, I don't think my guys wanted me to give that example. Sorry. Okay, let's say I want my channeling to get even better. I want to get more specific information for people. I want it to be more accurate than it ever has been before, and to come more easily. And for any blockages there to be removed, if any. Universe, I ask for that. Angels, please bring that about for me in the highest and best ways. I trust you know the highest and best ways to bring that about. Please do so. Thank you. And hopefully you're feeling the energies of like the energetic shift that just happened after I asked, because it's like asking you will receive. I feel like I ask, I feel the shift, and then I go back to that clearing statement sometimes, like anything not allowing that to show up for me, that manifestation, I uncreate and destroy, right and wrong, good and bad, pot of popcorn, nitros, boys and beyonds. Thank you. And that's another way to like release anything in the way. But other than that, if you don't want to go through that, I'll be like, angels, please remove any obstacles to that showing up for me. Please help me to work through anything that shows up that I need to work through for that to show up with ease and grace, or ask that really shows up with ease and grace. Thank you. Does that answer the question? Those are some of the ones I gravitate towards. But there's so many more. Like you can literally just have a manifestation box or like a Reiki box and send Reiki to it all the time to like kind of keep sending energy to that manifestation. But I really like Just Ask, and I feel like Just Ask is great because it's really trusting in the infinite intelligence and wisdom of the universe to just know what you're asking for, like at a heart level. Does it help to get clear on things sometimes? Yes. But I feel like when you come at the inherent understanding that the universe is infinitely intelligent, infinitely wise, unconditionally loving, forgiving, lenient, merciful, like it's not just gonna like wallop you because you weren't like super duper duper specific. But I don't feel like it hurts to be specific if you want something really specific. It really opens up to... I lost my train of thought mid-sentence. It really allows some like just ask thing, because I think a lot of people try to like just like, it's okay to try and get the sense of the energy for it too, like, and if you have trouble doing that, it's like, okay, what would it be like to have that amazing super authentic love that I've been asking for, universe? What would that feel like? And like you feel that energy. And I don't want to spend too much time basking in that energy because this is alive. But like, you probably saw my response to me sitting in that energy. Thank you. And you can just bask in that energy and just like ask that shows up. I feel like I just got way off track and I'm just rambling now. But if you guys are more about like bringing that energy to you and basking in it, you can just ask for like, what would it be like? What would the energy of that being here be like? And like, then it's there and you get to experience it. Does that make sense, guys? I don't know if hopefully you guys got some good stuff out of that. BBDVU. May I have guidance on the discomfort recently? So what kind of discomforts? Is it physical? Is it mental, emotional? Is it emotional, mental? It might be more mental. Is it spiritual or energetic? No. So give me a little bit more information. I feel like it's more mental. Maybe like mental, emotional. I feel like you're clearing and releasing. If it's more physical, I don't think it's as physical, but if it's physical, I'd get it checked out, of course. But as far as mental, emotional, I feel like there's just a lot coming up, if that makes sense. Let's see. I feel like you're clearing. I feel like you're kind of clearing and releasing stuff. I don't know if and sometimes that can be bodily as well. I don't. Just let me know if that's on point for you. I feel like it's more mental and emotional, but I'm hearing you're releasing. That is what I'm hearing. But let me know if you have anything more specific, and I'll see if I get anything else. Bori Natalia, does Spirit have anything for me? I'm Natalia. Hi, Natalia. Let's see. Archangel Gabriel is what came out. So shimmer the diamond with diamond light. Express your creativity. I'm hearing you're pure, so that's a good thing. You're pure, and this is after just coming off of a long conversation about manifestation. I am hearing manifestation is important for you right now. I would look into it if you don't do that already, or look into alternate methods if you feel like you're stumped. I feel like there's a lot of good coming your way is what I'm hearing, and I'm also hearing for you, don't be afraid to take action. That's something that could be important for you. Anything else for Natalia? And trust, the ever common trust life message. So that's like, if things, just trust how life is unfolding, and trust like if things happen, there's a reason, and like it's leading to better. Like if stuff falls away or is like leaving, there's better coming for you, if that makes sense. Like things leave for a reason if things leave, but that might not be the exact situation you're going through. It's more just like, trust what life is bringing, trust what life is taking away, trust how things are unfolding, because it's leading to better, if that makes sense. I hope that helps. I don't know why they're saying banana. I don't know. Maybe check your potassium levels. I don't think that's it. I don't know. Sometimes I just get random things, and normally I don't say it, but sometimes I do. I hope that helps, Natalia. BBDVU, anything I need to know regarding the discomfort I'm feeling regarding a karmic cycle I finished? They still have stuff on me or use me. I feel yucky. They don't have anything of yours I'm hearing regarding the karmic cycle. Hold on. Let's see. Anything I need to know regarding the discomfort I'm feeling regarding a karmic cycle I finished? They're saying there's a bit more to that cycle. I'm still getting clearing and releasing. I think like releasing that person, just releasing some of the energies from all that. Don't be afraid to, like, I don't know, stand outside, ask the earth to, like, Gaia, please help me to release any energies that are for the highest good for me to release, and take anything toxic from me and transmute it to light for the highest good, or something like that. And you'll typically, I'll feel the earth like pull like some of that, any energies I don't want or that aren't mine, and like I'll feel it sucking it down to the earth and transmuting it to light, pretty much. But they are saying you're going to be okay. You won't feel yucky much longer, but really take time for yourself, and like, I really feel like you're releasing, you're clearing. And don't be afraid to clear your vibes with like sage, or just like hold a clear quartz crystal and be like, just help me. Like ask the clear quartz crystal to help you in the highest most ways for it to help you, to clear you. Like you're gonna be okay, if that makes sense. Like things will get better. I hope that helps. I hope I'm answering your question. Does that help? Queen of Cups, are you able to channel anyone? Channel who? I'm typically, I don't know if this is your question. I can channel people. I'm not huge on channeling spirits. Like if past loved ones show up and I'm guided to relay messages from them, I will. I don't like directly channeling spirits. That's just a comfort thing for me. I prefer like angels, my guides, source, if that makes sense. But if you want a message for you, Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh. So they'll channel card pulls through me. So if I'm like surprised when I pull these up, Archangel Amethyst, purify your life with love, prepare for something better. Just what I was just talking about. If anything left your life recently, something better is going to replace it, Queen of Cups. I would definitely work with Amethyst because that's what they said, it seems really obvious, but yeah. And weird thing, but they're saying you're going to be a star. I have no idea what that's about or what. I don't know if that's on TikTok or what's up, but I hope that resonates. Like in some way, shape, form, or capacity, I feel like you're going to be recognized. Something like that. I hope that helps. I don't know what's going on. And that may, yeah. I'm hearing like you're going to be recognized or emboldened, and I don't know what emboldened is all about, but that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if you were asking for a message there, but I hope that helps. Megan Grace 444, thank you. You're welcome. Happy Easter. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Happy Easter to you too. I appreciate you too. JXX Tarot. It was when you said you were watching a lot of tarot videos on YouTube, and I asked if you resonated. No, that was tarot videos that I was guided to. I was watching them as like a supplement to my own guidance, or to just like, I'd see a lot of signs and synchronicities and I'd have my own guidance, and then like I'd be guided to a tarot reading, if that makes sense. Or like sometimes I just want to watch them and my guides would be like, no, don't watch that one. And like when I'd watch them, when my guide said don't watch that one, that's when I get all messed up on it, because I'm like, that didn't resonate, and they keep saying this is what's happening, and I keep getting no, and they're like, we told you not to watch it. Yeah. But I wanted to. I think I just like them, and I think like when I've gone through rough passes in my life, they've provided a lot of hope for me in those areas. So I think sometimes it's like a comfort thing for me too. It's like not like I need them, and I feel like recently I've been kind of getting like you should probably take a break from those, and yeah, I probably should, because I just don't need them really. But yeah, it'd be like pick a card tarot readings, and I'd be like, all right, which one's for me? And there'd be like pile two, and so I'd pick pile two, and then it would usually resonate, because it's like, yeah, it's a tarot reading, but it's also one I was specifically guided to. Does that make sense? Courtney says 22. Hey, would love to hear. I hope I answered your question appropriately, because I don't remember the exact wording of the first part. Courtney says 22. Hey, would love to hear any messages that you have for me, please. Yeah. They want you to work with normally I look at these cards and they have like a message regarding the cards, but they're saying like, yeah, work with Archangel Michael if you don't already. I feel like you're getting what I was just talking about. I feel like you're getting downloads, because I see this like light coming down to like his crown chakra. I feel like you're getting downloads, like etheric downloads, and what I'm hearing is like increasing your bandwidth. And what does that mean? It's like how much light you can hold, how much energy you can run through you, or light you can run through you, receiving messages, stuff like that. If you do that, I feel like you're upgrading is kind of the gist, but for some reason, work with Archangel Michael is coming up. Just like you can ask him to like protect you if you feel like you're ever feel unsafe. And that could be real world situations too. Sometimes I'm just like, hey, Archangel Michael, could you watch over my car and my stuff in my car? And he'll be like, dude, you're fine. Don't worry about it. So it really depends. This guy popped out. So fly, soar. And for this circumstance, it's like fly away from certain situations that don't serve you is what I'm hearing. So anything that feels toxic or is just like not right for you, just look into maybe distancing yourself, moving on. Does that make sense? I hope that helps. Oh, and if you ever want to channel, that's like channel your guides, channel the, you know, that's something you have the potential to do in the future if you don't do it already. I feel like you're gonna channel. I hope that makes sense. Megan Grace, that could be part of that downloads thing I was talking about. Megan Grace 444, that makes a lot of sense. Same, cool, perfect. John BB82 shared the live. Thanks for the share. Thanks for sharing the live. User 900664269. Good morning. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Are there any messages that my spiritual guides, angels have for you? Trust life right off the bat is what they're saying. And they're saying something about don't get too cooped up, and that could be in your home, or like don't isolate too much right now, if that makes sense. Like definitely talk to people and reach out for any sort of mental emotional support you need if you feel like you need that at all in the upcoming months or time or now. Let's see. They're saying you're really cool and that's your gold. That's been coming through for people. They're like, you're gold, you're gold. I'm like, cool. But they want to say that for you as well. And don't be afraid to speak your truth too, is what I'm hearing. Like if you're in a situation where you feel like you need to bite your tongue, it's okay to like speak your consciousness, as I've heard some people say, which is like more spiritual talk, if that makes sense. It's okay to start doing that a bit more for people you feel comfortable doing that around. Anything else? And be true to you is coming through as well. Like make space for you, make some time for you, be true to you, and don't isolate. I feel like that's the kind of the gist between all those. I hope that helps. Man, I feel like you're receiving upgrades as well too. That's something they're saying. Little hippie, little hood. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. Good to see you. GXS Tarot, thank you. You're welcome. Little hippie, little hood. Good morning. Are there any messages for me this morning? You know what? They're saying you need Archangel. You need Archangel Michael as well. I feel like he is watching over you, though. I think I feel like clarity is incoming for you soon in your life, and that could be little things too. Like to give an example, because like this is, it might be bigger for you or it might not be, but like for instance, like there's someone I work with at my day job thing. There's like this one supervisor, and I was like, I always thought he was like around my age, and like I never really checked in like intuitively. I just like didn't even think about it. And today he was like, oh, I'm 23. I was like, you're 23? Like you're young. Like it just made a lot of things make sense about that whole situation. Like just not that it was bad, just like how he acted and how he like things he said and like just kind of his general demeanor. I'm like, oh, that explains so many things. But so like clarity like could be something like that too, but I just feel like that's going to be in multiple areas for you. Like it could, yeah. Anything else? I feel like ascension is huge for you right now. I don't know if you looked into ascension or like it's like ascension, fifth dimension stuff. Maybe look something up on YouTube. I don't know if I don't necessarily agree with everything this she says, but Lisa Transcendence Brown is like she posts YouTube videos on ascension. They popped her into my head. So if you haven't looked into that, I'd look into that. Oh, Sarah has jokes. Thanks for the rose. CC6600. Thank you. You're welcome. I hope that helps, little hippie, little hood. Let me know if there's anything else you want to get more specific about. Morning, Tifa. Good morning. Blessings to you. Any message for me today? Also, thank you. Good morning. They're saying be wise, and like, what is? I feel like you have all the wisdom you need right now to like make certain choices or weird to earn certain income. I don't even know what's up with that. What's anything else? Pull a card. Ooh. Dude, Michael is on a roll right now. Oh, okay. Any other cards for her? Ooh. Okay, sorry. Getting caught up in the card game. Okay, anyways, let's just channel it. They're not cooperating with the cards. Anything else for Morning Tifa? I feel like you're on the right track. I think don't be afraid to take any jumps or leaps you've been thinking about or like making any moves. I think like you have all you need to move forward right now. Anything else? You're saying like keep working. So if you've been working, like keep working. I feel like weird message, but they're saying like there's like like just something new, like a sprout coming, or just something like you have been or will be nurturing into your life. It's like something new for you. Is it like a relationship, project? I don't know. What I'm hearing is there's something new blossoming for you. I don't know exactly what, but pay attention to like new things in your life. I feel like you're gonna know what it is, but there's just something new starting for you. Maybe some sort of grand adventure of some sort. I hope that helps and resonates. MZ Thang 3333, Grand Rising, Easter morning. Hey, happy Easter. Kelly Dustle, hey, good to see you. Happy Easter. Yuda, you're welcome. Alina Stacy, good morning. How are you doing? Shannon Jennifer, LOL, I'm a music teacher. Okay, Archangel Sandolphin makes way too much sense for music teacher. I don't know if I knew that about you, or if you said that at some point, but it's still funny he popped up for you about the music. Making magic with music. Alina Stacy, can you see my past life? Ooh. There's multiple. I'm seeing like mountainous region, and then they said Japan. I don't know if they had monks in Japan, but I'm seeing something about like a monk in Japan. It might have been more recent-ish, and like recent doesn't mean like yesterday. It could be a few hundred years. That's what I'm seeing. It's just like mountainous region, Japan, monk. I hope that resonates or makes any sense to you, but you might have been a samurai in a past life too at some point. I don't think that was the same lifetime, but I don't know. A lot of Japan showing up for you right now, but oh, Nepal. Okay, but I think you were a farmer in Nepal. if they do they have farmers in Nepal? I'm just saying what I'm seeing. I just saw like farming stuff, but I feel like you were a pretty wise person there that lifetime. I hope that resonates. That's what I'm seeing right now. But there's multiple for you. There's typically more than one when people ask me that. Okay, hope that helps. BBDVU. Are the comments messed up in the live? Oof. Yeah, they can be. Sometimes like people's comments don't show up and things are a little weird. So I apologize for that for anyone going through that. MZ Thing 333, you're welcome. Oh, thank you. And Brabs, thank you so much. I definitely feel different and that my purpose is very neat. Yeah, I would concur based on what my guide said. But you're very welcome. And don't be afraid to go your own route and have your own unique knowings of things is what I'm hearing. Stephanie, I would take one of your classes. Thank you. Heck yeah. I just bought your book this morning. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I hope it brings the highest and best for you and you get the highest and best out of it. All for the highest good, of course. Thanks so much. I hope you love it. Alina Stacy. Ooh, I need to buy one myself. Oh, sweet. Heck yeah. Yeah, anyone who gets that, of course I wish the highest and best. I hope the highest and best comes about from it. It does the highest and best for you. BBDVU, thank you. I'm just yucked out. I feel like the karmic used me and still has stuff of me to just IDK. Yeah. I mean, what I'm hearing about them is they have a lot of stuff to figure out. Did they like use you on purpose? I think in their mind, no, but it's totally valid for you to feel used, if that makes sense. But I would definitely move along. I don't think they have anything on you per se. That's what I'm hearing. Like, at least not energetically, but I do feel like some sort of clearing session might be good for you. Like, if that's like Reiki practitioner or just, even if it's just like saging yourself. That's kind of what I'm hearing right now. Tim Dunev, hi, someone special just very unexpectedly entered my life. Should I pursue this romantically? Yes, I get yes. Don't take it too quickly, but yes. Congrats, that's cool. Because I'm here, they're playing like this, what's that song? Slow ride, take it. I'm not singing the melody right, but it's slow ride, take it easy, and I don't remember how to sing the melody apparently. But short answer, yes. BBDVU, does he look at my photos as if he won or something? No. No, he does not. My guys are kind of saying, like, don't worry about him, just move along. That's what I'm hearing for you, is don't worry about him, just move along. There's so much better ahead, so... Because I'm hearing he hasn't won, and it doesn't matter if he thinks he has. Does he think he's won? I don't feel like that's really his mindset. I don't know. Yeah, he's not really the best person to date, though. As far as where he's at right now in his life. But they're like, don't worry too much about him. You're going to be okay. There's better on the way. I would definitely learn from the experience, though. I feel like there's a lot of good wisdom and lessons to take from it, though it's not always easy to have that perspective right off the bat. Lena Stacy, thanks for the flowers. 5D conscious awareness. Good morning, Brandon. It's beautiful today. Hey, good morning. It is beautiful today. By the way, I will email you that MP3. I have not gotten around to that, so thanks for commenting. Aw, thanks for the roses. Sarah has jokes. Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Brittany. Why can't I not say it normal now that I said Brittany? How's it going? Assurable. Hi. Hey, good to see you again. I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? I need to take a water break. Heather L35. Hello. I need a little guidance, please. Okay, give me 1 second. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I might need to wrap it up soon, guys, just based on what my guides are saying. Ooh. Heather 135. Hello. Okay, Heather. You want me to pull a card? Oof. Archangel Gabriel, shimmer with the diamond light, express your creativity. I would definitely be creative at this time. Like if you have creative endeavors or could be art, could be anything creative, I would do it. I feel like that's a good idea for you right now. Let's see, but what specifically do you need guidance on? Okay. So it's like weird. I'm hearing like there's a direction that's right for you, and like it's like don't feel too pulled around by other people's opinions or like problems. What's the right direction? I don't like, I mean it's true, but like they're like in your gut, you know, like yeah, but like what's the direction for you that's right? I feel like there's a direction that's right for you and you kind of know what it is, and I would go that way despite like if you feel pulled around by other people or like worried about what they'll think, I would like not any artistic endeavor you could do right now is a good idea. But I would really get centered and clear on like what you want like out of life, and like right now I think like now's a good time to like be clear on like what you want, not necessarily what other people want for you, or what you think other people want, if that makes sense, because you matter, if that makes sense, Heather. Was there anything, I wonder if you commented anything specific underneath this? If you need anything like specific, Heather, that I'm not like hitting on, please go ahead and like ask that too in the comments. I feel like you're on the right track in general. It's just like a little bit of patience and don't let people pull you around too much. I hope that helps answer what you're trying to get at, but feel free to leave a comment down below if that did not hit on it. 5D conscious awareness. Do my spirit guides have any messages for you? Weird message, because the first thing I heard was like he shoots, he scores, and then I heard like take a shot. So if there's anything you want to take a shot at, do it. And that like I don't know if that's like romance or a project or what, but do it. They're like, there's a lot of things to take a shot at. I'm like, yeah, thanks guys. That doesn't narrow it down at all. But my trust is that you guys know what the messages are referring to. That's more what I trust. Yeah, I mean, Archangel Hope, look for a cosmic gift. Remember, you deserve it. I feel like for this card, usually like there's a gift imminent from the universe. Watch out for rainbows as a sign. It's like, and you could even just recently, ever since I saw this card, Archangel Hope is kind of new for me because it was just in this card deck. But if you see a rainbow, you can just be like, oh, thanks Archangel Hope for the sign, or I'm ready to receive whatever gifts you have in store for me, universe, something like that. I just feel like abundance is coming in some way, shape, or form for you, and like a lot of gifts actually. I just kind of see the universe piling them on, and that's like in your physical reality. I feel like that's in your mental and emotional fields as well. I feel like there's a lot of upgrades coming in too, is what I'm hearing. So be on the lookout from like starting to like hear from your guides, or starting to like see more synchronicity if you don't already. That's kind of what I'm hearing right now. But overall, right now, trust yourself and where you're led too. I think really trust yourself is what they're saying. I feel like you're starting to catch on to your guidance too. I think that helps. And I feel like you're kind of purifying right now too, like clearing. I think that's in your life. I think it's like cutting out. I'm seeing like toxic cords and like patterns and stuff, which I guess makes sense with some of the previous conversations. But that's what I'm hearing right now. I think, and you will get through whatever you're going through, is what I'm hearing, by the way. And I think that's referring to one of your messages you sent me earlier. So I hope that helps. AstroCutie666. That was amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm glad it was amazing. Bridget, I saw the number 333 yesterday. Does that have any meaning? Oh yeah. So again, what I like to say with signs and synchronicities is like, it does help to hone your own understandings in with these things, because it's like for one person 333 could mean ascended masters, and for another 333 means like, oh yes, I'm on the right track. So it's like I would get your I would look it up. I always recommend Joanne's Sacred Scribes, but I did hear ascended masters when I saw that 333. It's pretty much just like and ascended masters are people like Kuan Yin, or like Buddha, or working with Jesus, or working with, I think even like Ganesha can kind of fall in that realm, but he's more like deity-esque. But that's kind of what I'm hearing, is like the ascended masters are helping you. So you'd be like, just like if you see 333, you'd be like, ascended masters, help me in the highest and best ways for you to help me. Thank you so much. Or just something like that. I feel like you have a lot of help around you etherically, is what I'm hearing too. But also don't be afraid to look up alternate meanings of 333 and kind of gaining your own understanding, so you know what it means in the future, if that makes sense. I hope that helps. Prince Priestess, you're so wonderful. Thank you so much for always answering and for your patience. Aw, you're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. You're very welcome. I sure you will. Does my guides have a message for me? I read my dream to them today, and I would like their opinion. I feel like they're saying you already know what the dream means, but hold on. Let's see what else. I don't like bringing that through. I feel like that's so like so like, well, you already know, but it's like if you already know, you already know. But sometimes you don't know, you already know. Anyways, let's see. So I feel like they already know what your dreams are, and sometimes they facilitate your dreams as well, your guides, but I feel like the dream was a lot of clearing. I feel like a lot of like work gets done in the dream space for a lot of people, like clearing or just processing things. But I'm hearing clearing more specifically. I feel like you're clearing a lot of old like mental clutter out through the dream space right now. But anything more specific about that dream? I'm hearing there's a lot of shifts and changes incoming for you. That may or may not be related to the dream, but I feel like it kind of is. I think what they're saying is like, don't worry too much about the specifics of the dream, because the general message is pretty apparent. Do you think that's the case? I feel like you're on the fence about it, but okay. Can I get a specific message about the dream, please? Like, you already gave the specific message. Like, I guess so. I hope that helps. I hope that brings any clarity. I really feel like you're clearing out like old clutter, and like that can happen through the dream space. I think I was hearing a lot of clearing. I hope that like resonates and makes sense. And you know, if there's more to it, I think that will be revealed for sure. But if you have any more specific questions, let me know. Maybe DVU. I hope I get to do this for people one day. You're helping a lot, and that is so nice. Aw, heck yeah, you're so welcome. I feel like you can. I think it takes practice and like honing your intuition. I think I feel like your intuition is on the rise, and it's a strong suit for you, or will be a strong suit for you. So and they say you can channel, but it'll take practice. But intuition is like a very strong suit potentially for you. But if you ever want to get into this stuff, don't give up. They're saying you're pretty good already, actually. I think it's trusting it and just honing it in. But that's really cool. Yeah, thank you. You're so welcome, Assurable, for whatever I said earlier. Tim Dunn, LV. Hi, someone that I think is special recently entered my life. Is this my soulmate? So yeah, so I'm hearing one of many, and I have to tell you my definition of soulmate, because soulmates to me are people that you've like incarnated with in previous lifetimes, if that makes sense. But they are a soulmate for you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, they're kind of saying leave it at that. I hope that answers that. But yes, short answer, yes. Tanya Myers, hey, good to see you again. Hi, Brandon. I just wanted to say thank you for being you. Aw, you are a blessing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's really cool. Brittany, I just started a new job. Should I stay there longer than a year or move on after a year? Brittany, just started a new job. Should I stay there longer than a year? Should I move on? I'd stay there at least a year, yeah, and longer. I think it's worth staying there longer than a year. But trust your gut and your heart and soul if something like dreadful happens. But I'm hearing stick it out. I think I'm hearing good trajectory, and they're like coin, like so. I think it's not a bad place. But yeah, stick it out for a bit is what I'm hearing. Longer than a year is what I'm getting. BBDVU, really hoping I don't have to deal with any more karmics. Oh, you have to do that. What I'm hearing is like set that intention and really do your self work. I feel like you'll get there. It's like, and you know what? Like the other thing too is as you get more intuitively inclined and like kind of learn to like, wait, last time I felt this energy with someone, this is what happened. Like and as you like get more into your intuitive work, you'll know, because you'll kind of know how you operate and like what certain things mean to you. Like I guess an example would be like if I wanted to date someone and they'd be like no, that'd be a bad option for you. It's like then I know like okay, it's not just that I have a bad feeling, it's that they actually would not be a good option for me. But like the more you have that experience, the less apt you are to go through it again to the depths and like to the level you did before. Because like if it starts going down that path, you'll know, like you'll feel like the energy, you'll just feel the situation, you'll be like, wait a second, last time this happened and I kept going, this is what happened. So you'll be able to like jump ship, quote unquote, way earlier in the process if anyone like that shows up. I hope that helps. I think it's a good thing to be aware of. Okay, use binoculars. Do my angels always hear me when I talk to them? Yes. And why don't I get clear responses? I'm hearing you will. It's like patience. It's like these things do take time, but weird answer. They're like try deeper meditation. If you've tried to get into like deeper meditative states or haven't, I think that would help you. I feel like you're gonna get there. It just takes time. Do the angels always hear you? Yes, always. Same with the universe, same with source, same with your guides. They're always around. So yeah, the clear answers are coming. Just be patient. I think there's just like there's some clearing, there's some stuff to get moved out of the way. It just takes a process. And you know what? Like, what's the best way for me to handle this? It did take time for me to be hearing messages clearly and consistently as well. So don't give up. I guess take heart is kind of what I want to say. Atomic Snowflake 28. I love your insight. Can I please have a reading? Yeah. Am I okay? I am okay. For atomic snowflake. Sorry, I got distracted by. Yep, Archangel Uriel. Enter higher planetary service. Be a blazing light. I feel like being like light is what they want to talk about there. Being a blazing light. I think it's like weird message. Step into your glory. Like kind of own your brightness. Don't be afraid to shine. And like even things like just kindness are like shining, you know, even things like caring are shining is kind of what they're saying as well. Like, don't be afraid to be kind, to be caring, to be compassionate, like you be, if that makes sense. I'm hearing purification is necessary with this card. Like clearing your vibes, maybe your space, but even just like quick like incense whirl every now and then, like at the end of the day, just to kind of like reset, recalibrate. And you can also just ask your guides, ask the angels, ask the universe to bring you to a better state as well. Just be like, hey, angels, please bring me to the highest state for me to be at right now. Thank you. And like, you'll feel that shift, like is kind of happening for me right now because I asked. And anything else for atomic snowflake? Yeah, I would keep trucking. I think self-healing is important right now for you, and just kind of like introspection, inner journey kind of work where it's like unveiling things about yourself, inside yourself, that you didn't realize were there, is kind of what I'm hearing. Because I think you're like uncovering old aspects and maybe some things you didn't want to see, which is fine because that's how you can shift them through awareness. But I'm also hearing everything's going to shift for the better in life in general. So stick with the process, continue like any healing journey you feel like you're on, because it's working, and I feel like you're going to be at a better place very soon. I hope that resonates and makes sense for you. Prince Priestess, those answers make sense. I've been having a hard time going into my heart to know what I know, but it does resonate. Cool. Yeah, that can be tricky. You know what? I do hear like something. This is the silliest thing, but like I saw you with like a business suit and like a briefcase, and like I don't really know what you look like in your entirety. I kind of see your profile pic, but I know what they were showing me. And they're like tell him to, or tell I don't know what you identify as gender wise, so I don't think you're I don't know. I'm so sorry if I just say like pronouns and they're not right. So I really apologize to everyone whose pronouns I have not said correctly. But for you, I would go into something businessy, and that sounds so weird. Like it could even be an office space temporarily. If that feels right. Just something about business for some reason. It was like coming through right there for a second. I hope that resonates, but yes, definitely follow your heart on that one. You are very welcome. Happy Easter. Oh, who not asked for the love of your life? Atomic snowflake, let it be. Miss Andoval. Oh wait, I love when you're on live. You make me feel calm. Aw. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. That's yeah, I'm glad I have that effect, and that the live has that effect. I hope you're doing well as well. Mara Strepa Music. Oh, good to see ya. Happy Easter, Brandon. Hope you're having a good day. Happy Easter to you too. I hope so too. I hope music is going well. By the way, real quick, I ended up listening to one of your songs, and your music is really good. Like, really high quality. It sounds good. Your voice is awesome. I just wanted to let you know, Mara. Just so you know. I don't know if you're still hanging out here live or not, but okay, so I was right about the mental emotion. So baby DV, more mental emotional, like the whole feeling used thing, and it makes my stomach hurt. This person, he was my first for a lot, so I just feel gross. Sorry for the TMI. No, but I feel kind of weird. And if he did kind of use me and nothing was real, then yuck. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get he like was nothing real. No. I'm getting no. It's like it's not like he like really intended to use you. It's not like he was like it wasn't real. It's just like he's not emotionally mature, if that makes sense. And I don't know how old you guys are, but it sounds like okay, 19. Gotcha. Is what you're saying. Just not emotionally let me just start a rap here. Not emotionally mature to really be there in the capacity you needed or wanted, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, I feel like you're gonna feel gross about it for a while. I think I feel like that's kind of this is not like an excuse, and it's not like vindicating him, and it's not excusing him if he did anything that really wasn't cool, by the way. It's just like, it's kind of how he is right now, and that's not an excuse. That's just like it is what it is. And it's like, he's not ready for the emotional maturity that you need, if that makes sense. And I hope that helps alleviate some of it, because it's just like, some people, they want me to say guys for some reason. Like, some guys just aren't there yet, if that makes sense. Like, there are a lot, I don't know if there are guys who are very emotionally mature, who are emotionally intelligent, yada yada, and they're not gonna get caught up in like I don't know what I want to say, like boys game, or like the boys will be boys thing, or anything like that. Because like, there are some good guys out there, but I feel like you're gonna have to be patient for that. I think I would really like just kind of take the lessons and run, because I'm just hearing he wasn't using you. He was just really immature. And I'm sorry if I hope that brings clarity. I don't know if that makes it any better or worse for you. I'm hearing better. I'm hearing it makes it a bit better, but it does feel gross for a reason, they're saying. And like, just kind of trust what you feel. Sorry, a butterfly just flew by. Oh, I think that's the first butterfly I've seen this spring. Ooh, happy Easter. Sorry. Let me just come out of that weird, like, gross energy that we were talking about into butterflies. So I hope that helped, though. I hope that brought you some clarity. I hope you're still around to... Oh, yeah, it looks like you're still online here. Hope that helped. Assurable. I'm happy when you show up. I feel like your live comes up when I have a question in mind. Oh, perfect. Did I answer your question appropriately, by the way, with the dream? I hope it helped. That's cool, though. I love the divine timing. I'm always asking that, like, the posts show up for people at the right time, and like just everything happens in the right time for everyone. So I'm glad that that's happening. Huge bedonkers. Are there any karmic cycles with other souls? Oh, my battery is at 15%. I don't like that. Are there any karmic cycles with other souls I need to resolve in this life? No. And if so, who? No, not really. I think so what they want to say is like, for you is like, be careful with that stuff, because, excuse me, like, there can be stuff that carries over from other lifetimes, but it's like, for the most part, I don't feel like you're going to get punished for past lifetimes. I do feel like you can connect in and like get rewards for past lifetimes. I feel like you can get good things from past lifetimes. I don't see why the universe would punish just a completely innocent person who incarnated with just like all this crap for, for like a past life. And if anything, I think sometimes the more... I don't like to say it. So, and this isn't straight across the board, but sometimes it's the more advanced, like, actually, like, old souls who get some of the more, like, hard stuff to work through just because they can handle it, and, like, it just accelerates the growth, so they're ready earlier. Something like that. Actually, my guide said that's not quite right, so I apologize. Hold on. Anyways, back to you. Back to you and your specific question. The quick answer is no. Don't worry about that. Consider this a new life, and they're like, move forward with fresh eyes, and I don't even know what that means, but I think it's just like, you don't have to worry too much about the past lifetime stuff as far as like karma or being like punished for it or wrapping up things like that is concerned, because it's like new life, new you to a certain degree. It's like, yeah, there's something to past lives. There's definitely something to like gifts that you had in past lives and that being present for current lives and yada yada. But don't get too wrapped up in like the karmic stuff. I really feel like past life stuff that doesn't carry over is no. It's a really weird topic, because I get really interesting messages about karma, like and they almost don't even want me to share it right now, because I think they want me to like I need to sit down and channel more about it for myself so I get clearer on it. Karma's a weird topic, and in some ways I feel like it's kind of made up, if that makes sense. I do feel like karma will come around to, like, what people call karma will come around for like this lifetime. I do think you can have rewards from past lifetimes. I or something like that, or you have connections to your past lives where you can bring forward those gifts. But I just don't feel like you get punished for something you have very little to do with this lifetime. Does that make sense? I just feel like the universe is too merciful and kind for that. But sorry, that was a huge tangent, and I didn't really even answer a lot of that clearly. So, Yida 73, question for my husband. Will this new job be long term? I get yes, at least for the most part, like a longish term, long enough term. I'd say more than a year, at least 2 to 3. But long enough. I hope that helps. I feel like he'll be okay for a while there. I was like, is he gonna want to jump ship early? I'm like, no, he'll be okay. I think he'll be glad he left his old job though. BBDV. I bet. Yeah, I do want to know if I'm right or not. What he was actually doing. Knowing I'll be okay is really nice. I hope the saying he was just immature helped answer that more. Because it's just like the he knows not what he does kind of answer is what I'm hearing now for how do I pronounce your username? BBD. Sorry, I keep like going to these like beep boop bops for you. BBDVU. He knows not what he does is kind of what they're saying, and like I feel like he kind of lacks the maturity to grasp it, and I don't like saying that, but this is what I'm getting. King Sam of the King Sam of the Beagle. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too. Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm gonna have to say this again, baby. You know, thank you for the follow, BBY-DVU. I wish I knew what I was saying. Bone Skeletto. Hey, good to see you again. Are there any spiritual gifts that I have? Yes. You know that the Little Mermaid, the cartoon from the Disney thing, and she's like in her cave of wonders singing, and she's like, one thingamabobs, I've got plenty, but who cares? No big deal. I want more. And I'm not singing very well right now, but yes, you've got plenty. Yeah, energy sensitivity is huge with you, or can be. I do hear clairvoyance. I hear all the clairs actually, so I feel like it's just honing them in one by one. I think like it's like once you hone one, the others get honed with it. I feel like it's just kind of like, why are they're saying like kaleidoscopic, and they're showing me a kaleidoscope, and it's like one affects the other, and it's kind of a domino effect. Is like as you hone one, the others get sharpened as well, if that makes sense. They're like, get in tune, stay intuitive. I think it's just a gradual unfoldment process. If I don't know how deep you are in that journey. I feel like you're pretty deep in that journey, but yeah, you got a lot of gifts going on, but be patient with the unfolding further. But they're saying intuition is so important right now. In what ways? Like, I don't know if you're reading cards, but they're just, oh my gosh, cards are falling out here. Ha! Archangel Duranka, hone your psychic abilities is part of that card, so that like dropped out of my card deck there. Yeah, I would do that. I think reading cards is a good idea for you. I bring that through for people a lot, but I just really feel like it's a really good tool to have too. But that's also just what comes through. So I would look into reading cards because I feel like that can help you hone in. And they are saying for you watching YouTube readings is a good idea. Minopan Tarot is one that I recommend because I just feel like he tends to be pretty accurate. He's a good way, like a pretty wholesome way of reading the cards is weirdly the word I want to use. So I hope that helps. Harley Stats 93. Have a great day, handsome. Hope everyone has a great day as well. Oh, thank you. Hope you have a great day as well. Classic hair fix. Hope you have a great day too. 5D conscious awareness. What are some of my gifts that I am uncovering? I feel like the psychic development is like strong right now for you. I feel like you're kind of releasing stuff in the way of that. I'm also hearing a lot of inner wisdom, because I think like gifts can be like, I know you're talking more like spiritual gifts and stuff, but I really feel like inner wisdom and like it's like connecting the dots of things you already know to make a bigger picture and more expansive pictures happening too. But I'm hearing a lot of like unveiling the things you already know, and that's like soul wisdom. That's like inner intuition. That's like I don't know why they said matters of the heart, but like I feel like your heart can just know everything too. It's part of your knowing, your heart and your soul, and your connection. Anything else? The main three they're saying are like intuition, psychic, and inner wisdom. That's really what I'm hearing right now. And claircognizance, which is knowing. So I would say with those. The question. BBDVU. How do I get better at pick cards? I don't know if I'm doing it right, honestly. So are you talking about like when you're going to a pick a card reading on YouTube? Because yeah, what they're saying is it's hard to get it wrong, and I don't know why they're saying that. They're saying that for you. So for me, oh my gosh, they want me to tell you about the body pendulum, because there's a couple things I do for pick a card readings, and I realize I gravitate towards like 3 things at the same time, but that's not going to be helpful for me to say that. So they want me to tell you about the body pendulum, or like muscle testing, or some type of yes/no divination. So body pendulum is, and like, yeah, you can just set the intention like, okay, I ask that my body pendulum is connected to highest wisdom, highest light, and brings forth the highest and best, most accurate answers, or something like that. And it kind of connects you in with your intuition. And yeah, you can channel, by the way, but we'll talk about that in a second. And so you kind of have your body pendulum, and you kind of sit up straight, or standing up is probably easier for starters. And it'll be a little, your body might pull in different directions depending on who you are. But you go, show me yes. For me, yes is me leaning left. And show me no. And for me, no is me leaning to the right. So, and then show me maybe, I bounce back and forth. And then that's all I want to have. It's like sometimes I'll have an answer that's like mostly yes but partly no, and it'll be like my body pendulum will go like no yes, but that's starting to get complex. So essentially, like if you stand up and you like kind of set that intention and be like, show me yes, and like see which way your body kind of pulls, and show me no, see which way your body pulls. That's your yes and your no. You can choose your own directions, because originally I'd be like, show me yes, and my body pendulum would like pull forward. But then I changed it to be like, okay, I want left to be my yes, and then eventually left became my yes, which I almost feel like it took more practice. No, I guess it didn't. They're saying no. Body pendulum went no. So if you see me leaning when I'm channeling, sometimes that's me like just making sure what I'm bringing. It's like, it just helps verify what I'm bringing through is accurate. And like, I think I did that for your like your discomfort thing. Like, was it physical? No. Was it like emotional? It was like, it's like more mental emotional is what I kept getting. And that's when I was getting the yes. So like, you kind of saw me go through that process, even though I wasn't trusting it, because I mean, I was, but I was just like, I was really trying to like hone in on what you were talking about. I think I've channeled before. Have you? Yeah. But then after I feel like I hadn't, have I? I feel like it's gonna grow stronger to a point where you won't doubt it as much. I think written. I'm hearing your clairaudience, so I don't know if you've heard like the voices of your guides or anything, but you can, or you're gonna, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like written word right now for channeling wise is like kind of the stronger thing for you at the moment. I feel like you are going to get spoken messages when you're ready. Oh, but yeah. So the reason I talked about body pendulum for pick a card is you can kind of like, okay, is card 1 for me? No. Is pile 2 for me? No. Is pile 3 for me? Yes. You know, and that's just an example. It's not like, but it's kind of like, here's where it gets complex, and here's where I kind of like branch into other things. So another thing that I've kind of honed in and practiced over the years is like, there's a concept kind of in a book called Luminous Life, and I kind of adapted it and kind of turned it into my own thing. But he talks about how like with eyesight, it's like this eye doctor who wrote a spiritual book, but he talks about light a lot in this book, and he's like how light is always guiding his vision. And so he'll talk about like how like if his eyes are drawn to something, it's like typically significant, but it's like receiving it. It's like letting yourself be drawn to it. It kind of has turned into my guides pointing my eyes at things, if that makes sense, much like a body pendulum. It's like another, like I can be like, okay, should I, like here's 1, 2, or 3, and like I'll be like, which one's for me? And like they'll shoot my eyes at like number 2, or like they'll shoot my eyes at the first one. and then like they'll say number 2 or number 1. So like I have a lot going on when I do this stuff, guys. Like I'll hear my guides, I'll have my vision jolted like to a certain pick, I'll use my body pendulum, and I think sometimes it's overkill, but I like to have the confirmation, I guess, of like yeah, and then my guides are also saying it, and then I guess I just like to do that, and I just feel like that can be very symbiotic and help give multifaceted answers to things. I hope that helps in any way, shape, or form. I know that's a lot, but body pendulum might be a good first move. But also just trust what you're led to, and see what your eyes are drawn to. I think you're gonna learn how to pick the right pick of cards. I feel like it's gonna start making sense to you soon. I hope that gave you a tool or helped in some way, shape, or form. Sarah has jokes. Hey, good morning. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. Parched. Hi, Sarah has jokes. BBDV. I'm asking so much, sorry, but this twin flame I'm supposed to meet, I got told he's a skater guy. I weirdly get no on the skater guy. Will you meet a twin flame this lifetime? I need to give you my definition of twin flame, my understanding. And that's just like, because souls operate outside of time is my understanding, so they can incarnate in multiple incarnations at the same time, even if it's at the same time on a human level. So you can technically have more than one twin flame. I feel like you'll meet 2, at least 2. I feel like one might be a girl, actually. As far as the skater boy, I feel like he might have a skateboard, but he's not like a super hardcore skater. Does he listen to death metal? I heard something, I don't know. I'm just hearing you'll know him when you see him. I feel like you'll be relatively honed in with your intuition by then too. It might be a little bit before you meet him, I'm hearing, but trust your gut on that one. They're like, there might be skateboards involved. I hope that answers it, but it's, I mean, kinda. What you can do here, maybe you can like have like hone this in where, sorry, I was gonna say something, but they said it was gonna confuse you, so I'm not gonna say it. Sorry, but I hope that brings a little more clarity. Morning, Tifa. Looking into Reiki and energy healing. Yeah, you're welcome. 5D conscious awareness. What was I doing in past lives? Did Brazil have farmers? I don't know why I said I'm a. You know that like the song, like it's like an opera song. It's like I'm the barber of Seville, but they sang I'm a farmer in Brazil. So I mean, you have multiple. You weren't just a farmer in Brazil, by the way. I was just like, did I tell you why do shaman past lives keep coming up for people? I'm like, I feel like you were a medicine woman in a past life. Yeah, you can incarnate in different genders in past lives. So I feel like you were a medicine woman in a past life at one point. It's like doing herb stuff with herbs. I see you as a musician in another lifetime. Hearing flute. But like wooden flute. Like think old. So that's a couple things. I don't know. I see like dancing in like mid 18th century, 1800s, but like neo like Victorian era kind of, like in a party and like big trousers, and like a man with a don't shoot the messenger, like man with a weird wiry mustache or something like that. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Stephanie, do you see me moving out of my house anytime soon? Not soon. I know you keep talking about moving. Stephanie could be moving out of her house soon. My body pendulum keeps going no, but like they're saying give it a little bit of time to play out. But I don't know what, like, do you have like time on your lease? Do you own that house? Does she rent? I think you're renting, right? I don't know, but Not right away, at least, is what I'm getting. I'm sorry if you wanted to move. They're like, you can move, but timing is important, is what I keep hearing. So I don't know what needs to line up or like when, but you will move eventually. Like that is something that will happen. BBDV, you wrote a book? That's cool. Yeah. It's second link in my link tree in the bio. Morning Tifa, definitely getting your book too. Oh, sweet. Thank you guys, and you're so welcome. I'm grateful I get to do this for you guys. Bone Skeleto, are there any spiritual gifts I have? You're all the Claires, right? Oh, maybe like you asked twice before I answered your first question. But yeah, Bone Skeleto. Yeah, we got to that one. Alina Stacy, thanks for the flowers you sent. And Sarah has jokes, thanks for the roses. BBDVU, you're so welcome. Sarah has jokes, it resonates with me what you said. Perfect. Alina Stacy sent thanks for the confetti, Alina Stacy. Guys, just Alina Stacy's really rad, by the way. She's a really cool person. Princess Bria 28 followed the host. Thank you for the follow. Sarah has jokes. I'm not sure why I'm missing the chats. Oh, I see them run. All right, cool. Thank you for being patient. BBDVU says I don't think I'm saying that right, but yeah, thank you for being patient with me. I'm sorry for repeating a lot. You're amazing and kind. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. No worries. I hope you got what you needed from that. Orion 42, I just want to stay on your life forever. Aw, feel so comfy here. Thank you so much. I really do my best to bring, I've done a lot of work, but I do my best to bring good energies, and I think you guys bring a lot of good energies too. I think, never mind. I mean, I'm just, we're good. But thank you. The important part is thank you. I appreciate it. I do my best. BBDVU. Oh, yeah. Sarah has, thanks for the fire. Sarah has jokes. Cool. Sure. Yeah, they're right. I have some idea of what the dream could mean. Again, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. So they want to tell you you're spot on, by the way, with like that idea of what the dream could mean. They do want to say that. Tim Dinello, thanks. You're welcome. Claudia, good morning and happy Easter. Sorry I had to dip for a second. Any messages from... Oh my gosh. Yes. Archangel Raziel, seek and you will find. Be a wise one. Weird message. It's like wise actions are pertinent is what I'm hearing, or wise actions are important. They're saying something about seek books. And something about ancient wisdom. What is up with ancient texts? They keep saying seek ancient texts. I have no idea what this is talking about. But if you've had any, like, if you wanted to read like the Bhagavad Gita or whatever, or like anything like ancient and spiritual, I would do it. I don't feel like I quite nailed that. I don't think I hit that quite right, because they're like, ooh, I don't think so. Sorry. Older books with good wisdom is what they're saying. I don't know. I think like it's so generic. They're just like, there's good advice in older books with good wisdom right now, but I think they're spiritual. I'm like, how old are you talking? They're like anything pre-2000. So what? I don't know. I'm sorry. That went places there for a second, but they really keep reiterating the ancient texts thing. I don't know what that's about, but if you want to study ancient texts that are spiritual, I would do it. That's really rando, but that's what I keep hearing. But they do want to tell you you're on the right path. Where is all this coming from? If you have any gold jewelry, I feel like that would bring good energy for you. I don't know. This is like the most randomest messages yet today, I think. But honestly, you're on the right track today. I hope that helps, Kylie. That was like some new intel or something, but that's what I was hearing. Brittany, thank you. You're welcome. Eclectic Haven, hi. Okay, is there anything else for Kylie Dostal? They're just kind of like, yeah, she's on the right track. That's like kind of what she needs to know. I'm like, okay. Eclectic Haven, hi. Is there anything I need to hear? BU for sure. Eclectic Haven. And don't let any of the haters get you down. I'm hearing the more you are, the better. I think, I feel like it'll actually inspire some people. Like you just being fully you and like owning it and like being confident about it. The more you can step into that, the better is what I want to say. And let's see. I'm not sure. I'm like seeing like turning over stones. It's like and then they started playing the song "Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places." So let's see. I would like, if you're manifesting, I would ask for the best love for you from the universe and be open to receiving that. I think love will come from surprising places is what I'm hearing, and you deserve it. You deserve love. But to finish off that message, they're saying like being you will bring in a lot of good things for you, and a lot of people that are meant for you, and a lot of like things and just a lot of experiences that are meant for you. I hope that makes sense. Weird message. If you feel like you're not sure how to do that, what they're saying is like ask to step into you, or ask to be like ask to step into being more fully you, if that makes sense. And that's like as simple as like setting that intention. Like I'll just do it for myself real quickly and we'll see. I ask to step into being more fully me. Woo. You can kind of feel that energetic woof as I step into that, and I just step into it by asking. But there's also like, you can be more gentler and just be like, allow myself to become more fully myself, or just something like that. I hope that helps. There's more. Hold on. Be gentle with yourself right now too. You might be in a bit of a purge, like purging energetically or just releasing, but I think that'll lighten up soon, like next couple of weeks, if you feel like you're in something like that. But don't worry too much about that. It's kind of like automatically taken care of is what I'm hearing. As per usual, I feel like Ganesha wants to jump forth and be like, yeah, Ganesha, working with Ganesha is a good idea, just for removing obstacles or confusion out of your life and bringing clarity. And Archangel Gabriel too is a good one to work with too. It's like hearing clearly, seeing clearly, and intuitively. I hope that helps. Those are the two I'm hearing for you right now. And also, this came through earlier today too, but work with Gaia, and that's literally like you can literally just ask, like, I don't know, I had a really cool practitioner that I go to, or I'm guided to. She was taught, her name's Anna Anthony, Facebook page, Anna's Synergy Healing, if you ever want to check that out, you guys. She's really cool. And she does really amazing healing sessions. But one thing she was talking to me about that I resonated with, and I guess I was already doing, but it really kind of amped me up in working with it more, is like, because you talk about working with deities, geez. And she was talking about, like, you know, like you're on Gaia, like you are, like the deity is right here. Like, you know, it's just like, yeah, you can literally ask Gaia for stuff. And like, it's come through, like I had another different friend who's also really intuitive and fantastic with energy work and stuff. And she sent me a card randomly, and it was like about Gaia. And like the message she was getting with the card was like, just remember, like you were like, you know, the earth loves you. It's like, you're her baby. Like she's protecting you. So it's like the earth is sentient, and you can work with the earth directly. And I would encourage it. So for you, Eclectic Haven, I hope that helps. BBDVU, okay, thank you. Also, yeah, I guess it's just having on me right now because I'm so young. I don't think that's the only reason. I think it's just like, I'm like, yeah, I think it, like that's part of it, but from the outside looking at it, is a lot to others and definitely to myself. Maybe me starting off young means something. Yeah, and so I don't know the whole situation for you, BBDVU. Like, I know what, I mean, they channel through the messages, and I just trust that they've been accurate. Pretty much I just trust that they're accurate because they just keep being accurate. So I don't always know the exact specifics of the situations you guys are in. I just trust that the messages will be like pertinent to you in the situations. I go with what they tell me, if that makes sense. But I don't think it's just because you were young. I do think there's more to it. I do definitely think you probably, it sounds like you are moving on from that situation, but I definitely recommend moving on from that situation. They do want to say you're going to be okay. I don't know exactly what happened, but I don't think they were a very kind person, the person you were with. But they do want to say, like, trust that you will heal and be okay. Maybe me starting off here means something. For some reason, like, it's not clicking with me, the context of the maybe me starting off young means something. Like, I mean, it's definitely a good idea to get into the intuitive stuff early. I don't think that's what you're talking about. I think you're talking about the relationship. But I'm so sorry, not having a second tough time comprehending the context of that one, and I'm so sorry. Gabby Lepre, how are you doing? Good morning. How are you today? I'm doing well. I'm doing really well right now, actually. I'm just in the moment with this live, having a good time. How are you doing? Crystal Rook 1990. I don't have a question. I just want to know if I have any messages. Whew, if you have any time, thank you. Oh, okay. Archangel Raziel again. Okay. Seeking you will find, be a wise one. They want to say you're wise, and they want to say don't be afraid to fly and, like, shine. Let's see. It's like a weird message. Like, they're saying something about... Hold on. I want to make sure I'm getting this right. I feel like you are bright and shining. They said something about you having a rainbow aura, and I find that really interesting. I'm not sure what that entails. I don't know. They're just saying, like, oh, that's a good omen. I'm like, okay. But I feel like you have a lot of gifts to give this lifetime, and they're saying, like, from the universe, but I feel like you bring a lot of stuff through you to others, if that makes sense. I think you are going to be able to help a lot of people if that's a path you want to choose. But don't be afraid to cleanse your space energetically right now. I'm hearing that, and I don't know. You're wise. Whoop. Battery phone battery's at 5%. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to end this live soon because I'm at 5% battery on my phone. But you're wise is kind of the bottom line. I would write your ideas down kind of at this time because I think you do have a lot of good ones. I hope that answers that. I can't read the comments right now because when my phone gets to 5%, it turns the backlight off. So I don't want to, like, mush my face up against here, but I'm gonna, like, move this so I can read it, and you'll just... I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Cool, I hope that helped, Crystal Rook. Sun and Psyche. Oh, hey! Hi, wanted to thank you for the reading the other day. It was great. Aw. You're welcome. I'm glad it was great for you. Thanks so much for letting me know. Oh, interesting. About the dream. They do want to say, like, don't worry about... There's something like, don't worry about it too much. It'll sort itself out. But if you ever figure out what deity that is, I would work with that deity. But they do want to say you're being helped divinely as well. That's something. Yida says, thank you. You're welcome. Baby DV. Oh, you can call me Deja, as in Deja Vu, the French term. I like it. What's up, Deja? Also, sorry the messages for you are probably messed up. TikTok is a little funky. Yeah, TikTok lives, they're still working on it. Oh, how do you like this close-up, guys? I can't read it otherwise because the sun kind of... yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna wrap it up. I wanted to try and, like, get to the comments and see if there's any, like, quick... Can you tell me if... Does Gabby have spiritual gifts? Oh, yeah. Claircognizant and intuitive, but that might take some uncovering to, like, really hone that in, if that makes sense. I feel like you already talked to your guides. I don't know if you realize that, but if there's, like, certain thoughts that stand out to you, I feel like you already do, like, hear from them here and there, and you're still, like, sorting out. Because there's people I know who, like, I always they get messages, and they're like, well, I don't know, I don't think so, but, like, they do, and, like, I know they do. So I feel like that'll, like, uncover more as time goes on. Let's see. Collective Haven, psychic abilities. Man, claircognizance is just, like, coming through, like, hardcore today. But I'm hearing claircognizant for you as well, Electric Haven. Yeah, intuition, of course, but what else? I feel like claircognizance is the main one for you. Guys, I'm gonna, like, make a little secret known to you, but I feel like everyone does work a little bit differently, and you're each going to have like unique strengths and weaknesses that you can lean into. Maybe not weaknesses, but strengths that you can lean into in your intuition and how you work. But I feel like to a certain degree, everyone is all of the clairs or can develop it to a certain degree. I don't think my guides liked me saying that because it's like, it does vary a lot. It's like some people are going to be lean really heavily into like, I feel energies. Others are going to be like, well, I don't feel energies that much. Like I kind of feel it, but I don't feel like all the textures like some other people, but I really hear messages well from my guides. So it's like to varying degrees, you are each all the clairs. Does that make sense? I hope that helps and like brings some clarity. It's really just about honing it in and practicing it. Oh my gosh, you said this. User 900-664-269. I just purchased your book. Can you tell me if I have any spiritual gifts as well? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna know. What's hers? I really feel like intuition is a strong suit, like visuals. What is energetic channeling? This is weird and like random, but you're really good at channeling energies, and like what does that mean? Like I feel like that's energy work, like Reiki maybe. But you can just channel. That's such a weird message. It's so different that it's coming through that way. By the way, anyone new, I'm holding my phone like this because I can't read it right now otherwise. But yeah, you 100% have spiritual gifts. Automatic writing is something I'd look into because you can do that for sure, or will be able to pretty shortly. And I think you do that. You do that, and you don't realize it. Guys, I don't know why they just want to shout this out really quickly, but everyone here is claircognizant, and that's like knowing. 5D conscious awareness. I hope that helps. 5D conscious awareness. Thank you so much, brother. You're welcome. Yeah, guys, I really want to get through. Oh, I can kind of read it here. How's this? How's this, guys? Baby DV. That helps a lot. Thank you. You're welcome. Young Nutty. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you again. Good morning. Yeah, I'm really low on battery phone percentage, so. Sarah has jokes. Hi, hey. So I might not be able to get to everyone who commented, but I will try. Young Nutty, will I be able to move out right after high school? No, I get no. I feel like pretty soon after, though, you'll be able to. Just be sure to get a job that pays enough. Young Nutty, do you have a past life? Yeah, several. I think, I hear Maiden, but Maiden just seems very, very generic, and like, I feel like England for that one. Stephanie K. Own my home, but hate. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Stephanie, I feel like you'll move soon enough, just not right away. I'm sorry about the neighbors. That's. I'm sorry. Well, that makes it easier. Like at least you're not in like a rush to move out, but you probably want to be. So be patient. Not too patient, just patient enough. It's like soon enough, but not right away. Okay. Young Nutty, do I have a pass? Yeah. Okay. So we're at the Maiden. You know what? I see Knight. I see Knights Templar actually. That's interesting. I guess that's a different lifetime because I don't think Maiden and Knights Templar really go hand in hand. Could be wrong. But it was just like Knight and like Knights Templar in like medieval times. Also England. Okay. And then there's like Forest Dwellers, like a past life. That was like way before. It's like Nomad, Forest Dweller. I'm not sure what's going on there. I just like I see you with like a sling. I don't know what that is. I don't know where that is. Where? Ancient Russia. I don't know about that one. That's a weird one. But Forest Dweller, they kept shouting Forest Dweller, so I'm gonna trust that one and like Nomad. So maybe like a Wanderer. That's so weird. Okay, that's a new one for me. I'm gonna have to look into that one. Like research that. Eclectic Haven. What was I doing in my past lives? I've had 3% battery phone life here, guys. So sorry about the weird angle. Because otherwise I can't read the comments right now. Maybe. Nope. Still can't. Eclectic Haven, past lives. Something to do with cheese in Italy. I don't know if you were a cheesemaker or what, but something to do with cheese in Italy at one point. Hey guys, keep in mind, like, there are probably more things about those past lives than just like the snapshots I'm sharing or being shown here. I do see like tribal warfare Africa or something like that. Like oh, weird. Like, I don't know if there were any warrior shamans in Africa, but something like warrior in Africa, like some sort of tribal warfare. I think that's 2, but of course there's more. I am hearing something about Russia for you as well, but like it was like more recent-ish, 19th century. So I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Kalidasam. I just love like the comment when you guys start talking to each other. It cracks me up. Hey, Callahan and Dovina. Hey, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in and saying hey. I hope you're doing well as well. Aw. Lena Stacy says, you do. Your energy is, I never have an English word for it, but it feels so lovely. Aw, thank you. Young Nay says, when I asked about quitting my job last week and you said I should hold off, I got a raise the next day. Hey! Perfect. Well, congrats on the raise. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick scroll to the bottom of the comments, and I know it gets like boring when I do that because I'm not reading things and channeling things, but I just want to see how far from the bottom I am. I've got 3% battery phone life. Leslie Kozerski, I'll try to get back to you. Ruda, hi, good to see you again. Oh my god, that's crazy because I never wear my gold jewelry because I convinced myself silver is better. Kylie Dossel says that. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad that resonated because I was just like, that was such a weird message. Oh, gold wrapped rose quartz sounds fantastic. I would totally wear that. Well, I don't know if it would suit me as much, but that sounds really cool for you. BBDVU, I'm worried you're getting a little tired and probably need a break right now. You are so dead on. I 100% am feeling tired and probably need a break right now. Can you feel the love tonight? Hi, love. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great day, too. Alexandria is learning 222. Hello, beautiful people. Hey. Yeah, I work with Gaia. Perfect. Oh, you already know. You got this. Don't let my phone die, it ruins my battery. Well, I've done a very bad job of keeping my battery healthy then. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with all this. But I want to say hi to everyone whose comments I did not get to yet, and apologize for the weird angle on my face. I'm going to try and get one more here, because I said I would. Leslie Kozerski, there's lots of things going on. Any guidance for me? I would really trust life right now, is what I'm hearing. I'm going to put it down here, because I don't need to read to channel. I would really trust life right now. Lots of things going on. Stay as centered as you can, and like just do as much breath work and as you can. I'm hearing solar plexus chakra. If you do any energy work or have any like yellow crystals like citrine, I would 100% just like chill with like some citrine by your solar plexus, or meditate with some yellow crystals like yellow calcite, citrine, something along those lines. I just feel like that'll help you stand more in your power, is what I'm getting for like the situations you're in. What I'm hearing, this is a weird message, like don't be too worried about anything spiritual right now. And what do they mean by that? Like what I'm hearing is like, don't worry about, if you are someone who worries about spiritual warfare, I'm hearing don't worry about it. I'm hearing it's not that bad. I don't know if that's you or someone else needs to hear that, but that's something that's coming through right now. This is pretty much like God's got you covered. The universe has you covered. Don't worry. I'm hearing life is going to pan out. I'm hearing something about letting things settle, and I feel like things will settle in the next month is what I'm hearing. So kind of hang in there, hold out for that, and keep the faith because good things are coming is what I'm hearing. So lots of things going on. I feel like things will settle down soonish. Don't worry too much. Keep the faith. Anything else? I think grounding would help too. Just energetic. I think it's really about keeping yourself in a good place while all the things keep going on, and settling the things that you can that are easy to settle, so you can tackle the big things. But a lot of it might be letting it play out, is what I'm hearing. But does that message help you? Kinda. What else would we have some mustering through? I feel like you got this, is what I'm hearing, and I know like that's. But they keep saying let things play out, and like pray for positive outcomes, pray for good outcomes. Like you're covered. Universe, in the best ways has your back, is looking out for you. So I'm just hearing positive outcomes. Like ask for positive outcomes, pray for positive outcomes. I think you'll get them, at least mostly in the areas you want them. So I feel like all in all, everything's going to turn out pretty well. I hope that helps. That's just what I'm getting. That was for Leslie. I can't read it. Kozerski. Does that help? I hope that helps. Okay, I'm at 2%. Okay, so I scroll to the bottom. It says BBDVU. Spiritual warfare stuff might be for me too, I guess. So I don't mean to confuse anyone, but here's what I get, because I used to be a bit into the spiritual warfare thing, and what I get now is like, it's what I like to ask people is like, I get it's not real. So what does that mean? It's like, so what if spiritual warfare isn't real? And what if spiritual warfare isn't real? And the less you focus on it, the less it's there in your reality. Because I feel like people create it for themselves instead of it actually being a real thing in the first place. And I hope that brings some sort of clarity for people. Because I just felt like I used to focus on it. This is like years ago. This is before I really started channeling more full force, if that makes sense. But it's just like your soul is pretty much always safe, is what I get. You don't have to worry about that too much. It's more about realizing you have a certain amount of control or choice over your reality. You kind of create your own reality to a certain degree, but beyond that, like Source is infinite, Source is all, Source is merciful and unconditionally loving and kind and forgiving and infinitely compassionate and yada yada yada. And I hope that makes sense for anyone who's worried about spiritual warfare. Ryan 42, please look after yourself, and I really appreciate everything you do. We all do. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I do. I need to probably sign off here, and I'm sorry if I didn't get to you. I will go live next week, 8:30 a.m. Sunday is the usual plan. Maybe let's make it 9. Let's make it 9 a.m. Sunday. No, sorry, they're saying 8:45. 8:45 a.m. Sunday, next Sunday. I'll be on live. By the way, it's not in your head, baby DVU, but it will be okay, is what I'm hearing. So that'll pan out. And I'm sorry I'm like leaving on that note, but Electric Haven, you're always so helpful and kind. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad I'm helpful, guys. All right, I am sending you all the highest and best love, and may the angels bless you in the highest and best ways and bring you all the answers you need that I didn't provide. And may things flourish beautifully for you in ways that you love in the days and weeks to come. And I'll hopefully see you guys next week, and take care, guys. I'm sorry I didn't get to everyone's comments, but I love you guys. I'm at 1%. I'm going to sign off while I still have the choice and it's not forced upon me. So take it easy.